And that is us, Wolfmother, White Unicorn. I love that song. I love that band. And I don't know what's going on with them anymore. They had a great first album, and then I know they broke up for a while. Then I think they try to get back together, and now I think some solo stuff is... I don't know, but damn good band, Wolfmother.
That was a good song.
You like that one?
I like that one.
Nice and big. Nice and loud.
We can ride bikes to that one.
Yeah. We got to get Jimmy on a bike. Me and Sherrod are going to go on a bike ride together soon.
Yes. Oh, good luck to both of you. I should listen to you, too, while you do it.
Well, he bikes, I bike, so we're thinking maybe we bike together.
Yeah, we take the trail up on west side 59th up to the bridge.
You also both shit and jerk off on it, making a full afternoon.
I don't live right next to the bike path.
I know.
Let's get you a bike and let's do this.
I don't want to get assaulted. I know if I ride my bike, I'm going to get assaulted.
No, you'll be fine.
Well, no, that was going on for a while. Jimmy knows. They were pulling like a rope or fishing line across the bike path.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And taking some of the white boys down and
taking their bikes
and rolling them a little bit.
Don't worry, y'all with me. I got you. It's like taking one Indian with the cavalry. You'll be fine.
I guarantee I know what section that was going on in,
I'm
too.
sure I do.
Guarantee. With that reggaeton. There's a reggaeton movement up there.
On the 140s, 150s?
Somewhere around there. They have a party no matter what day, no matter what time of day.
They barbecuing.
They know how to have a good time up that way.
15 baseball games in a row.
On the shitty fields.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so...
no, I don't know about a bike, man. I've debated a bike, and I'm like, do I want one? Like, would I use it?
You would love it.
I mean,
I like it. I exercise enough.
But you live right next to a very cool bike path.
That is true.
Right along the Hudson River.
The best.
It's so it's great to just get out there.
Do you bike?
Yes.
Yeah,
I rent it, though. I rent it on 58th Street.
There's all those people biking next to you. I don't want to bike with people.
No.
That's why during the week it's fine. It's empty.
Yeah, no. See, we're lucky with these hours. You could hit these bike paths, and there's not many people on it.
Yes.
On the weekend, it's ridiculously dangerous.
It's buck wild.
You always see a golf cart with some biker down and concerned people around them on the weekends. It's
I did see somebody holding a white lady's head.
Right.
Don't move your neck. I was like, you dummy.
Central Park, though, you could go to.
Same thing, though. You see someone down every single time you go on the weekends. It's crazy.
Do you ride slow and responsible in the park?
No, I'm one of those guys.
When I'm downtown,
I get mad if people are crossing in front of me. All that shit.
Like downtown with a baseball court, when it's like the white people, that's where they don't give a fuck. They'll walk right in front of you.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck.
No. Well, near the cruise ships, too. We're going way local now. The cruise ships pull in, and it's right next to a bike path, and they're just so amazed by the big buildings that they don't even notice that people are flying by.
Barreling down on them.
Yeah, exactly.
I probably wouldn't go down that. Maybe I would go down. Then you go all the way down like to the gay neighborhoods.
Okay.
Like, and like
Chelsea.
The Village and stuff, yeah. I've driven by them on the West Side Highway. It looks like really nice down there.
It's lovely.
What if you gotta go to the bathroom, someone steals your bike? Who knows? Shit.
I take my bike right into the bathroom. I don't fuck around.
Yeah, take it in the bathroom. Nobody's going to steal your bike.
It's right next to me while I'm taking my leak.
If I go to Tinkle somewhere, I gotta pee, I want some water. Come back, my bike's gone.
There's bathrooms right there. You can take your bike inside. Water fountains.
Yeah, you should try this, Jimmy.
You think it's still like 1979 in New York. You can go over there and some Puerto Rican street gang's going to stab him.
No, but it could be anybody who would just take my bike.
No one's going to take your bike.
Girl Scouts.
This whole thing's just going to be a disaster.
You like cardio. It's a great way to do your cardio.
I despise cardio.
Because you do it in a gym.
Yeah, get out and see the scenery.
You get some burst training in every once in a while. You go, you know what? For the next quarter mile, I'm just going to sprint on my bike.
Yes.
Get that heart up, and then I'm going to just kind of bring it down a little bit. I'm going to check out Ground Zero and see how they're doing.
See what's going on over there.
It's and that's about it. I turn around Ground Zero. Sometimes you go further. Sometimes I go all the way to Battery Park.
And then you park back in the building. I don't know. I guess I understand that would be fun, but there's too many cars.
I bring my bike right up to my apartment.
Yeah,
there's no cars. Some cross the bike path.
I don't have an apartment that I can put my bike in. Most people don't have a fucking garage apartment. They have them in the garage downstairs, so I could park it there.
Even when I had a shitty apartment, I always put my bike in my apartment. Why? I don't know. I just liked having my bike.
Those duty wheels right over duty, and spit. Homeless guy's pissed, and you hang it on your door.
He's like a Tom Hanks fucking sitcom back in the day. You hang it above your door. So white.
Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want a bike in my fucking house.
I rent it. You can rent it for $30 a month. and grab any bike you want.
They're
Never have to
city
fix a flat.
bikes. They suck.
No, not the city bikes. The bike shop on 58th and 6th Avenue.
I'm sorry.
They got racers. They got every bike you need.
Oh, right now.
Huh? $30 a month I pay. Guy hooks you up.
And then what? You go there anytime you want?
Anytime you want.
Is there other locations?
He only got that one location on 58th.
I know where you are. 58th and 6th. That's a nice
keep it
bike
overnight.
shop.
You don't give a fuck.
I've been there.
Yeah?
It's a nice shop. Someone was executed near that bike shop.
What do you mean?
A few years ago.
They were late. They brought the bike back late, and that was the penalty. But I have the money, and then they shot him, took his money. That's how it works in the bike community. It's a rough go, and the bike world's a dangerous place. I'm glad not to be involved with that. Murder's being committed. That's what these two guys escaped for. They were going to be killed in jail over some bike incident.
A rusted chain?
Yeah, there was something like that. Let's let one of the gang members' chains rust. And like, you better get out of Dodge. I'm bombing miserably, and I'm going to plow right ahead with this joke.
I enjoy it.
It's all good. I ate Chipotle, and
What's that?
It's cleaning me out this morning. That's spice. You don't eat the Chipotle, huh?
Well, you got the tomato thing probably running through you.
The burrito bowl, and they have got the hot salsa. Man, that will fucking clean you out. I've already gone 4 times this morning.
It's hot on the way out, too, ain't it?
Wow, man. Yeah, it is.
Little tush, all burnt up.
You know what helps me go to the bathroom nicely is I go after the gym, I'll have a nice giant vegetable juice, and fucking that literally takes me to DEFCON 1.
It just slides everything out.
Oh my god, it's like
really
it's like squeezing yourself with that wall in Star Wars in the garbage thing. Holy fuck, is that marvelous?
I'm good with juice. Juice doesn't get it going. Coffee doesn't get it going.
We have different juice. I have pure vegetable juice. I have beets, kale, fucking cucumber, spinach, celery.
That's pretty much what I do.
Little ginger, little lemon, everything fucking plows right through.
Really?
My piss is red.
Like a fire hose.
Yeah, it looks like I'm having a miscarriage in the toilet.
Yeah.
Wait, your piss is not red.
Sure it is. I have red
It's
piss.
orangey red. I know what he's talking about. That
From the beets.
The beets will really scare the shit out of you.
Yeah.
When you get rid of, sometimes you forget that you did a beets type juice, and then you look in the toilet like, what the hell is going on?
Like it's the end of the day.
It's red.
Yeah.
So this is how I'm going out.
Red. And then there's relief when you realize, I did that juice yesterday. I'm good.
Yes.
Good for now.
There's nothing better, and I mean, I'm putting blowjobs and hitting the lottery with it.
Right.
There's nothing better than a juice shit.
Nice juicy shit.
I mean, like when you know how you get home and your whole body is like that, and you know that you have to shit horribly. I'll do tasks before I shit. I'll actually
to build it up.
Yeah, like to make myself wait. Like I'll actually stiff leg, and I'll put my receipt away, and I walk back into my room. I take my shoes off. I have to be naked.
Hard to get with your shit.
Yes, I have to do my tasks, and then I reward myself by sitting down. I don't know why I like cutting it so close to the wire.
I kind of get that.
I get it too. I understand it.
You don't have to work. You don't have to work as hard.
Right. It spills right out of you.
I get it. Apple juice does that to me, but then I learned that I'm allergic to apple juice.
So if you were a woman, Jimmy, would you hold the baby in if you were pregnant to the 11th month just to spill it out of you?
I might do that, yeah. Not the 11th month, but I might give it an extra couple of days in the old womb.
To make delivery that much easier?
To make it that much easier, like I was holding in a log. Yeah, I do that.
Oh, good God almighty.
Well, we're off to a wonderful start this morning, I'll tell you right now.
I want to see this juice. I want to see what juice this is.
It's just a dark red.
Want to do some right now?
And it's red?
Yeah, for the beets.
The beets.
Yeah.
So what about the celery and all that? There's none of...
Beets just change
everything.
Everything. Beets are like black neighbors. Like the entire dynamic of the neighborhood is finished. You pour beets in.
It's the carrots too. You put carrots in it.
It's totally red. Yeah,
it's like a Texas pool.
It's like a Texas pool. You have this one black friend in, and the whole thing falls. That's a mess too, isn't it? That fucking thing.
Oh boy, is this.
Unless something happened that I didn't see. That was a little rough, man.
The cop looked like he was a little extra.
Yeah.
Even the hardcore pro cop guys on TV are saying, "All right, I'll give you this one."
Because that's the
I saw it on CNN go down with that. Oh, what, Kenny? Kenny's.
Here we go.
Hold on. There you go.
Kenny
buddy.
knows the dude.
But no, it was CNN yesterday morning. They did the stereotypical, here's the guy that supports the cop, here's the black guy. And all of a sudden the cop kind of threw his hands up yesterday morning and said, look, I'm going to give you this one. and the black guy actually hugged him and said, man, I was pissed off for an hour waiting, for this confrontation on TV.
And good.
Because, they just assumed they were both going to play their roles in this whole thing.
Right.
But the cop said, no, man, I got to give you this one.
The dude was out there front flipping. Did you see a front flip?
Kenny, what do you got on this one?
Let's not jump to conclusions.
Wow, she's got big boobs.
Did you see
wow,
the
McKinney pool party
video?
teen interview? What?
I saw a lot of the video. Oh, that's the girl right there?
Wow, she's got some big old
knockers.
I've only
knockers.
seen just the clip that's on the news. I've not seen the whole thing.
She like Tootie from Facts of Life when Tootie Titties came in.
Oh, I love Tootie's tits. Remember the pool party where Blair was bumbling around and the cops thought that someone beat her up? And like, no, she's just. I meant Jerry. God damn it!
I got it though.
I know.
I understood what you were doing.
I know. Can't do a Facts of Life riff this early.
I forgot about the the problem here because I'm looking at this girl's knockers.
She got some.
Is she legal? Are we looking at legal
she's
knockers?
16 or 15 though.
That's 15?
Yeah, that's 15.
Where you come from?
19. Someone's saying 19.
19?
Oh, 19.
Okay, so enjoy those.
All right, then you could kind of.
Those are some big ass.
What's the whole video?
Oh, yes, Kenny.
Well, it's over 7 minutes.
No one has time for a 7-minute video.
Well, see, that's the point. That's why people jump to conclusions.
We don't got to see the credits. We know what happened in the movie.
Just show me the highlights.
Well, first of all, the police were dispatched to the call.
Okay.
It's not like they just wanted
Showed
to
up.
go and pick on black people.
So, okay.
And the bottom line is these people were disorderly and they were trespassing.
Okay.
Were they not invited to that pool party or no? That's the question too. Like, was it an event that they were invited to because of school or was it a
I think it was a public pool.
No, my understanding it was a community pool in a neighborhood community. It was not a public pool.
Oh, it's like one of those pools for everybody.
Okay, was it a white-only pool? Because the white kid who was taping, the cop ran right by him and then pushed him to the ground and pushed all the kids around him to the ground.
Well, they might have
He's
been...
not a reporter. He was 16.
No, they might have been crashing that pool, though. Like, were they just in a pool they weren't supposed to be in because they didn't live in that neighborhood?
But he was with them. The white kid was with them, too. He was holding the phone who taped the thing. They pushed the dude on the ground. He told everybody to sit down. Pushed the black kid on the ground here, looked at the white kid, ran past him, and pushed the black kid next to him on the ground. They all together. They all trespassing. So is it only white people can go in this pool? That's what I'm saying. Is it white only?
Well, if it's a good pool. Now, they might not have known. they might not have known. Somebody might have called until there's a bunch of black kids in this pool. They don't live here or whatever, and then they just didn't know.
But they don't know who lived there and not lived there.
Yeah.
They just pushing black heads on the grass.
Well, the biggest problem is that he took out his gun, right, Kenny?
Yeah, that was
One or two kids.
Oh, it isn't?
No.
Okay.
That cop's biggest problem is it looks horrible when you curse on camera. That looks terrible. If he shouldn't have run around all emotional.
Right.
He was too emotional. Keep emotion out of it.
Right. If he had a different demeanor.
Yes.
Okay. Because.
Doesn't it seem like he's like with that girl right there? Even though she might be being cunty, I don't know what she's saying. It doesn't seem like she's really.
Saying get my mother.
Is she?
Yep.
Oh,
right,
okay.
Right. Like everybody's saying what a terrible body slam it was. And
I've seen worse. But I'm just saying that he shouldn't have went in there all half-cocked. He was rolling around on the grass. It's like, what are you doing, money? This is not a Fallujah.
He could have handled the situation a little better.
Uh-huh.
But what he did doesn't exactly look out of line. It's justified.
I think some of it is, but not all of it. I mean, it just looks, it's, when you tell somebody to walk away and then they talk shit to you and then you grab them, it's like, what, she hurt your feelings? She's a 15-year-old girl. They were walking away.
And look, they're set for a good time. There's a nice blue cooler there filled with refreshments.
But were they allowed to be at the pool or were they? I've heard mixed reports that they weren't allowed to be there, and then I've heard that they were allowed to be there because they were invited, or it was some after end of school year thing.
Right.
That I don't know. I know the cops were dispatched there.
Okay.
I know 1,000 black kids ain't going to show up at some white community pool and just think it's going to be all good. So I'm sure they got invited by someone, or someone invited somebody, or some neighbors didn't like it.
The thing is, the cop, if you see that cop, those people run up on him.
I agree.
All right, so the
guy. I don't mind pulling the gun on the guys who he saw running up on. My thing is when he slams the girl, it's a little rough.
And then when he puts his knees in her back and is on the girl's back with his knees, it's like, money. What are you doing?
He's just trying to restrain her.
Do you tell he's annoyed though?
Listen, I restrain
Get
girls
control
all
of the
time.
situation, and in the end, he's got everyone controlled.
Does he? What's up for himself?
Yeah.
It's easy to Monday morning quarterback, but
I agree.
the standard is reasonableness. That's the standard. And at the end of the day, yeah, he put her on the ground. He didn't kick her. He didn't hit her. He didn't beat her. All right, he's waiting. He's got no handcuffs left. He's waiting for someone to come over with some handcuffs.
So that's why he's still sitting on her back.
Yeah. You know, and the bottom line is, if she had complied with a lawful order, she wouldn't.
Complained.
Yeah, she wouldn't be in that situation.
But at the beginning, the order was to walk away.
Right, she did.
She walked away and was talking shit to him. That's what she did. She kept talking shit, but walking away, but talking shit. He ran up on her and grabbed her. That's what I saw.
Those kids weren't invited. It's coming in a lot.
Oh, they weren't invited.
They were not invited.
Not invited. All right.
And the cops were called to
people crash pool. It happens, and people.
Kids crashing a pool is not motherfuckers running in a bank. Yeah. It's like relax. It's summertime, you maniacs.
The best part of the video at 5 minutes, you see the blue cooler go away. Like, oh fuck, I guess there's going to be no party today. You saw that, but you have just in the background, you see the pool cooler, the blue cooler just going. Look, watch the blue cooler. Just some guy's like, oh well, I guess this isn't going down. You went back a little too far, but
there you go. Yeah.
All right, well, guess there's no party today.
How could anyone think that's going to work out, though? How could they think, like, there's only 10 of us, let's go to this pool, no one will call the cops?
No.
Go with one person. You can't crash a pool with 10 people and expect no one to call the police.
Exactly, I agree with that.
I don't understand fighting back.
That's a white kid right there who's under arrest, isn't it?
I think it was red bone.
A little red bone action.
Okay.
High yellow,
piss colored.
Why do some people have to fight back there, Sherrod? Why?
Some people just, first of all, young kids, that's what they do. They rebel.
Against
teenagers.
Cops,
I never did because I knew you get shot for it. But yeah, some people just piss off.
Can't
White
imagine.
kids. You ever see these fucking after a hockey championship?
Sherrod,
they tear the city apart. You ever see a girl with a white cop, on a white girl's back at a hockey celebration after they tear the city like Ontario somewhere apart?
Why you
never saw a white cop on a white girl's back with his knees in it?
Why are you saying hockey?
Because I'm going to give you a white celebration where people go mad.
Right, but
May I say something, Sherrod?
Yes.
You know why you're successful?
Why?
You have common sense.
I agree.
Common sense, nice.
Yeah.
People
I'm
should have more
questioning
common sense.
successful.
I'm just saying when those NBA championships are given out, wow, those cities get a little crazy too.
And that's still white kids out there.
I don't know.
Yeah.
When did you see black people tearing up something for a championship? Please tell me.
Oh boy, you might have got me on that.
I don't know. I've seen it. I've seen it with
think I've
sports
seen it as
celebrations.
well.
I've seen it with everyone. In Europe, it's the soccer fans, and here it's the football. But
and even college football is worse than anything. They riot.
If one time the cops were just allowed to open fire on people celebrating a sporting event,
that'd be great.
But it wouldn't happen anymore. Bunch of people in fucking Laker jerseys getting shot for being fucking causing a ruckus. That would be awesome. Right. Just stop it.
All right, the phones are lit. We're gonna fill in the blanks here.
It's not an easy job though. Being a cop. Jesus Christ.
I was a
That's
cop
a hard job,
for a while.
Let's go to Charles
2
in
years.
Houston. Charles, go ahead.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome aboard, Charles.
So, rumored that supposedly there's some DJ that goes around and sets up guerrilla raves and charges like a $15 admission to these things. And that's what happened at this pool. So the cops came because they were blasting music and doing all sorts of crazy shit in this neighborhood.
Dancing.
So is it DJ takeover?
Sort of, yeah.
So
Okay.
DJ goes, hey man, we're gonna go to this certain community pool. If you want to join us, you got to give me 15
Gorilla
bucks.
Rays. I've heard that name.
Gorilla Rays.
Yeah.
Well, I've never heard that term
Guerrilla
before.
Rave.
Rave.
It's a rave. It's
okay.
like a
rave,
rave out of
okay.
nowhere. There's like a pop-up rave.
I've heard of
Again, it was
raves, but
just
I've
a
never heard
rumor
of
that I
gorilla
read on
raves.
Facebook.
It's gorilla in
So
the sense
I
of
don't
like
know that for sure.
GU.
I don't
Yeah,
live in the
GU.
neighborhood, but that's what I've been reading.
Okay.
Gorilla.
I don't know. I dance everywhere, so for me, it's one of those things. I'm so used to incidents like this.
Right, you dance spontaneously.
Wherever there's music, it's just me and a bunch of people will begin dancing. Dance is my life.
Frank in the Bronx. What's up, Frank?
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Sherrod, I love you. You're great, but this time I can't agree with you because
All right, that's fine.
why. You don't know why they didn't bother the white kid because the white kid was trying to tell the officers that they were his friends and that he invited them. The reality is he was lying, and they ended up arresting him as well.
Oh.
They arrested the white kid.
They ended up arresting him. He had a tan, so you might not call him white, but he was white.
Wait, did he live in the neighborhood there?
He lived in the community, I understand.
Okay.
He lived there, so...
So why did they arrest anybody if he invited everybody there?
He didn't do the same.
No, then they did arrest him.
Yeah, he did.
Because he lied to the cops.
The only way you could have people there is you have to have them signed up as a guest a couple of days in advance. So when he was spouting at the
I see what
mouth,
you're saying.
he was trying to be, I guess, a wigger or something.
Whoa. He could just be a friend to all. How about that?
Or this guy's summation.
Yeah, what an asshole he is, getting along with people.
Can you imagine, as Ringo would say, peace to all and all that bullshit. But, Sherrod, I agree with you a lot. But this time, I think you're a little at it. It's always, how do you fight the cops back?
You don't. You shouldn't. You shouldn't.
So what the fuck?
I don't understand why you would try to fight a cop.
You shouldn't resist.
You're going to lose pretty much every time.
You should listen to everything. I agree.
And you're going to make your situation worse in the end.
Yeah, if I ever have cop roughs me up, I get into a karate stance. I'll always straighten it out.
That seems very logical, but you say that and people get mad, like, you don't know shit, you're a white dude.
But it's a lot of people who get harassed by cops. They do what they say, and they still get fucking humiliated with the fucking knee in their neck.
Yeah.
Hey, Jimmy, wasn't that you dancing in Footloose back in the day?
No, but I do the Footloose dance.
Okay.
Yes, I do. Spontaneous. Yeah, I'm trying to start the spontaneous dance thing.
Is this one?
Yeah, the one Sherrod is doing. It's like kind of a left-right. Just to,
I would have grabbed that girl's tits instead of arrested her. Those were perfect.
Well, now they're saying she's 14, not 19.
I told you.
E-Rock might have got her age wrong.
Told you.
I like him.
It happens.
I like him better now then.
Wow, all right. There you go.
We all make age mistakes.
Uncle Paulie, I love it. I want to bang her in the ass.
Sure you do. I know how you are. At the pool, they're all swimming. Take them little things off their arms.
The floaties? You know what the floaties?
Oh, is that what they're called? I call them arm things.
Police were called because they were jumping the fence. Cops were reportedly called because a mom and daughter were fighting.
Who?
A mom and daughter were fighting.
Now, what color the mom and daughter?
Greg in D.C. Greg.
Yeah, the mom and daughter were black. Sorry, Sherrod.
Wait, were they residents or they jumped the fence?
No, so what it was there were black residents, because you guys have been asking if there are black people in the neighborhood, too. There are black people in the neighborhood.
Thank you.
And there are white people in the neighborhood.
Boo.
And some of the black, I know, Sherrod, right? Who likes the black people in their neighborhood?
I was booing the white people, you son of a bitch.
Yes, sir, you misunderstood
Oh,
Sherrod's
my
boo.
bad. They're the ones who come to your show.
Well, sometimes.
I come to your show.
You better come this weekend.
I can. I'm in D.C.
In the pool.
In the pool.
There we go.
Okay. Anyway, so the mom and the daughter were crashing along with some of the other kids in the neighborhood who were also crashing because they were friends of these kids from high school.
Okay.
It wasn't an invite to all of these kids. It was just a bunch of kids from the school showed up. Two of them got into a fight. It got worse. The police showed up. They started trying to break everything up, and it got out of hand.
What happened to the mother and the daughter who was fighting?
The mother and the daughter took off, along with a bunch of other people who took off.
A lot of people took off. Everyone's in their bikinis. They're getting ready for a good time.
But that's the annoying part of things. If you're gonna go into a pool, you have to fucking fight. Like that's the problem. That's where like when someone says, "Look, there's all these people in our pool now, and they fucking don't belong here, and they're fighting." Like,
right.
What are you doing?
The taunting of the police is just out of control. That's what really. I agree.
It gets
the police get no respect.
He did say he had to tackle the girl in a bikini because he didn't know if she had a concealed weapon.
Did he say that?
No. In a bikini, the two-piece.
And why can't you just realize that it just turns out to be a bad idea?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a bad idea.
You had a good idea, but it's not going to go down the way you thought, so
I'm appalled
time to
that
move on.
I'm appalled the mother was involved, but this is teenage kids doing dumb shit, jumping in the pool. We jumped in pools that we didn't belong in when we was 15, 14 years old.
I never did that. I was always an invited guest.
You jumped in the deep end?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Crazy.
I love the show. Punching out.
All right, thank you. Let's go to Rob in Denver. Rob.
Hey guys, just two things about the cop in question. The first thing is, from what I've read anyway, is that he showed up there and he was the first one on scene. So what he was looking at was an aggressive crowd. So Andy had heard that there had been like an assault that had went down. So when he got there, if you look in the foreground of that video, there's a guy that comes up kind of to the side of him, and he starts winding his fist back as if he's almost going to punch him. And also, his arm is like towards back, so he could have been reaching for a weapon.
Right.
So the cop pulls his gun out, and the guy instantly takes off. So he didn't like point the gun, and he didn't shoot anybody. So that's one thing. And the other thing is,
yeah, I didn't have a problem with him pulling a gun out when people run up behind him. That probably, hey, don't run up behind a cop, motherfucker. Definitely not in the act of
Yeah, there's definitely a situation going on here.
Yeah.
That's pretty obvious.
You don't surround the cop.
Who's that big fat white guy? Is he a cop or is he an off-duty cop?
He's just a regular dude, I think, like a neighbor.
Okay.
Was trying to help out. The guy just hangs up after that?
Could you imagine if you were a black neighbor trying to help out? You would have still been tackled. Like, I'll calm them down. Boop.
There's the white guy is helping the cops there. So
yeah, the guys who ran around the cop running around his back. Yeah, the cop should put his fucking gun out. When you running behind, you don't circle a motherfucker.
Yeah, you can't run when a cop's fucking cuffing or whatever he's doing. You can't run up aggressively.
No.
To his fucking rear right. And yell. Like, what do these guys expect? Because they're yelling. I don't think they're going to punch him, but they're yelling at him from. What are you supposed to do?
What's important too, the very end of the video when the cop lectures two kids that are sitting on the ground.
What
does he say to them?
Did they play piano?
Well, they look like nice kids. They don't look like gangsters or thugs, and they're trying to explain to them like, they just got there, they're in the wrong place at the wrong time, and the cop's like, look, I don't care. You sit there till we figure this out. I told you to sit there, and what'd you do? They tried to run, and then the cops grabbed them and sit them down again. He's explaining to them, like, they should have acted accordingly, and they didn't, and now they got to sit there until they figure it out.
It's just a messy situation. I think the cops and the kids should get together and just throw a pool party together.
I think so, too.
Yes.
Bring the neighborhood together. Get out there with the floaty things.
Arm floaties.
Another video, though.
Yeah.
So we get one a week. It seems like
when it's all said and done, it's not as bad as it looks. Really, I mean, you're going to have people argue both sides. But
sure. What's going to happen to the cop? He's on administrative leave right now.
He'll get some sensitivity training.
Yeah. And what happens to the pink, ball that they were going to throw around in the pool that falls off the blue cooler in the background? Someone's day was ruined. Blue cooler and a pink, a large pink ball, pool ball. She's like, fuck, man. Now I got to go find another pool to hang out at. Watch the beach ball. It just bounces off the blue pool. She's so bummed.
Even the ball was like, you know what, I'm leaving.
Fuck. There goes our fun.
Oh, man.
All right. Anything else, Kenny? You know this world better than us.
I agree.
That's why it's not fair to Monday morning quarterback, and a lot of people speak out of school, but the standard is reasonableness. And
in the end, she had no bruises, or she wasn't really hurt by the cop.
He took her
down
to the ground.
Right.
The knees in the back would look awful to me.
Well, that's not fun. It's never fun to get a knee in your back.
Definitely not from a grown man when you're 14.
Can he explain that? He doesn't have handcuffs right there. He's just, waiting for handcuffs.
Well, people will argue that's also positional asphyxiation. You're not supposed to keep people proned out like that, especially heavy set people, because the body of the weight of their body makes it hard for their lungs to.
It's like when an elephant lay down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
it crushes itself.
So you'll have people, it's just like the Eric Garner chokehold thing.
Yeah.
That wasn't a chokehold per se, but people will argue both sides, and
nothing will get done because neither side will listen to the other side.
It's ugly. It's ugly.
So, but my main thing is the taunting of the police has to end. That's a step in the right direction.
Well, the police gotta, they gotta fix the relationship. Everybody gotta fix the relationship between the police and all these communities.
Well, the police have to act professional. I mean, they're getting paid to be professional and do a job.
And they're part of the community. It ain't like they shouldn't be outsiders. They part of it. It's like everybody's on the same team. That's why I'm like, what the fuck is people doing to each other?
Right.
Gotta work together.
That's why I can't wait for ISIS to come here so we can finally lock up.
Oh, they're already
arms.
here.
Yes, they are.
I mean, when they get the band, really
I'm doing a benefit for them.
That'll bring everyone together, though.
Yes.
If you had some
No,
You don't think so?
No
For a
way.
little while it would.
If all of a sudden there's beheadings in some small town somewhere?
No, because people would still people would find a way to empathize with them and say they're just reacting to anti-Islamic. I don't think that would bring people together at all.
9/11, that didn't happen. Like right after everybody,
That brought people together,
Even
yes.
those voices, sympathetic voices, died out.
Yeah, that did.
How long did it bring us together? Because then
A year.
we were just talking about this
A year or two.
recently. Then you saw all the flags on the side of the highway. The patriotism went away quickly. Everyone's flags fell off their cars, and we're just on the side of the road.
Because if you keep
You
it
think
too
it
long,
lasted
though,
a year?
Maybe I think
maybe
so.
two in
Yeah.
the city, maybe two in New
There,
York.
there was a lot of bonding, and how long was the West Side Highway closed for? People were very
might be right.
They had the first anniversary.
We might have gotten a good year in, and then everyone went back to hating on each other.
Yeah.
So we need a common enemy.
I want to know if Jenny Hutt's gonna sing a song about this pool incident.
Jilly Hutz.
Oh, how about that one with the fucking billboards that are going up in St. Louis?
For what? Ferguson?
No, it's the Muhammad lady.
Muhammad drawings. Geller, Pamela Geller.
Right.
I do, even though she probably is.
Support free speech.
She is very, very inflammatory, but man, she really is fucking a
Going
brave
for it.
fucking person. She's a brave soul, braver than I am.
The bill, they're gonna get her.
They might.
Something bad is gonna happen to this lady.
They might. There's a lot of people they don't like that they can't.
Oh, that's
get.
the-
They never got
Well,
Salman Rushdie.
But she's really pushing forward, pushing it right in their faces. It says support free speech. It's a picture of Muhammad, and he's saying, "You can't draw me." And then a voice off to the side, or the artist, because you see the hand, says, "That's why I draw you."
And Muhammad is holding a sword. And support free speech.
I mean, I'm for it, though.
But there are still people who are against it, like the Doonesbury with Gary Trudeau. Who I hate anyway. I think Doonesbury is terrible. Who said that Charlie Hebdo was technically inflammatory. It's like if you're killed for drawing something, that's kind of silly, isn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wouldn't do it though.
Unless you draw like a penis and say it's somebody's mother.
Yeah, that's fucking accurate.
Well, the other big story is the prison escape. This is right out of the movies.
Yeah, I escaped from jail.
Yeah.
Escape from jail once. How did you do it, Chip?
Just fucking showed my big pecker, and the guards were like, "That's pretty big. Can we get our cameras?" I'm like, "Go ahead." I fucking walked out.
Just like that.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Fuck yeah.
They had help on the inside. These two.
Oh, you think that guard? They're saying that female guard helped them.
They're really looking at her closely. I think they went through her garbage even. They're
It's
trying
like
to
you're
find some
fat and
clues.
lonely.
And when these two guys escaped, they were in someone's yard up there.
Yeah. A couple, young
but
couple
these two
saw.
guys were in regular clothes, so the guy didn't think anything of it. But now, looking back, he goes, "Holy shit, those were the guys."
Wait, they were in a guy's yard doing what?
Him and his girlfriend
Running.
The
I mean-
neighbors was him and his girlfriend was going by in a car, and they said, "Hey, some guy is walking in your yard." Then they stopped and looked at him, and they walked behind his trailer, his
Yeah.
camper.
Yeah.
And then they got out, and he was like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" And they was like, "Oh, sorry, we got the wrong block," and walked away.
Yeah, and the only reason this guy didn't call 911 at the time was because they're wearing regular clothes. Because
Right.
in this prison, you could wear regular clothes.
In the honor block.
In the
probably.
honor block, but why they're questioning why one of these guys was allowed in the honor block because he killed a cop.
But he had good behavior. It's all
Oh no,
about-
tortured his
Tortured his boss.
Sorry,
Tortured
no, the
and
other
killed
guy
his
was a
boss.
cop killer though.
22 times. He shot the cop 22 times. 22.
Yeah, all right. So you have
Yeah.
a cop killer, sorry,
Yeah.
and then the other guy tortured his boss. So
And
why are
most of
they?
us can understand part of that emotion behind that.
But once you're in prison, all that don't matter. All that matters is your behavior in prison. So if you got good behavior, you can. It's a
Yep.
different.
So they were allowed in the honor block, and then that means you could wear regular clothes and work with the plumbers and the electricians, and
I didn't know that.
and you have access to tools, and then and then somebody they're saying it's an inside job, but they
And the prison was under construction, so it was tools on the facility. It's at the facility that's laying around.
And those guys had access to him because they were on that honor block. And then they probably just. I just ran out of steam on that thought. I was just, they probably just walked out, but I guess that is what they did.
They didn't just walk out.
I wonder what that feeling is when you're breaking out of prison and it's working. What does that feel
The
like?
best feeling in the world has to be.
When you're like going past that last guard, he's like, "Night, Harry." Good night. What does that fucking feel like when you break out of jail?
They stacked pillows in the bed, and then they cut through hoodies. They went through some thing under the sink, like a vent thing. Cut through a 2-foot brick wall.
Oh.
Then fucking welled through a big ass pipe. Shimmy through that.
Like Escape from Alcatraz.
Came up to cut the lock on what do you call it?
They had to shimmy down 6 stories.
Yes, shimmy down 6 stories.
6 stories in the.
Stop saying shimmy.
Shimmy.
Everyone's saying shimmy. Stop it.
Well, that's what they did.
I know that, but he said 8 times. You said it 4 times. I hate the word shimmy. I hate that word. Shimmy. Because I always look and go, yes? Oh. So I misunderstood you.
I hear you.
Shimmy Norton.
What? Sorry, I misunderstood.
All right, here you go. Each cut square holes into their air vents in the back of their cells.
Right.
They may have used a hacksaw to limit the amount of noise. The work was concealed by a grate over the vent that was replaced when officers checked the cells. The construction was also masked by the old cell's chipped wall due to multiple coats of paint. That's number 1. Number 2, the killers followed a steam pipe along an internal catwalk and climbed down 6 stories. Well, shimmied. They shimmied down the 6 stories. They didn't climb down the 6 stories.
And we made paper masks. If you're lucky, punk.
Yeah, you gave up on your impressions too early yesterday.
What do you mean? That's the whole afternoon today is going to be my fucking impressions.
Nice.
I don't do them on stage because it's hacky, but I do them on the radio all the time. They're good.
They're beautiful.
That was Eastwood.
That was great. You nailed that.
Hey, you feeling lucky, punk? Let's get out of jail or something. Go ahead. That was Clint Eastwood Lind.
Number 3, they broke through a 2-foot thick brick wall. That's after they shimmied down the 6 stories.
Yes. Yeah, we punched a hole through it. Got out of jail, punched a hole through it. I was like, hey, Mick. And he goes, punch a hole through the wall, Rock.
How did they know that they could get through the 2-foot thick? Were they going down? Were they shimmying a lot?
No, he just jumped down, and I told them I won't be back. I won't be back.
So the middle of the night, they're shimmying down the 6 stories. And then they go, wow, now we got a 2-foot thick brick wall. Now we got to get through that. So they work on that.
They cut through it
a little bit at a time and then go back up to their cells, you think?
No, they did it all one time.
You think this is all in one time?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
When we escape from the jail, you can't question the manner that we escape it. You can't handle the truth.
Nailed it.
You did nail it.
Nicholson? Nicholas?
You shouldn't say that with a question mark, Sherrod.
Yes.
That was obviously
the
man himself.
There are hours of these impressions left.
Good.
Okay. Everybody knows.
Okay.
Then number 4. I mean, we're still going here. They charge the tools. So now they need fucking power. So they charge the tools by opening a junction box and running wire to the hidden work site. That siphoning wasn't noticed because it was done near the catwalk that was behind the cells.
Well, they have to have some place for the animals.
What?
Oh, shit.
So they figured out, well, we got these tools, but we're going to have to fucking power them up.
They thought this out, man. They thought this out.
Number 5, upon hitting a major interior wall, they used power tools to cut through a steam pipe 24 inches in diameter.
That was impressive.
They then crawled through the pipe for about a block before cutting an exit. That's number 6.
Probably because they knew a pipe a block away is nice and quiet. Like, you don't have to worry about the people in jail hearing you.
Yeah.
Although the neighbors probably wonder why is there sawing at 4 a.m. 2 men crawling out of the shit tunnel.
They didn't hear shit. They ain't hear it. It's a quiet town.
We just gonna hop on a raft and we're gonna go over to Angel Island. You feel lucky, punk. They always do the line at the end so you know who it is.
Yes.
The catchphrase.
Yeah, I do them all. That's a pretty fucking good, by the way, that's a good cut.
Excellent cut.
Wow, they cut a perfect square.
Yeah.
Well, they were learning in the honor block.
What a nice job they did. I was just say let him out of jail and hire him for something. Somebody tortured his boss with nipple clamps and a hammer.
Was it nipple clamps and a hammer?
No, I'm just getting my dick hard.
Number...
That was spice to the story. I like that.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what it was.
Number 7, the murderers then cut through a chain and lock holding down a manhole cover outside the facility. On, what does it look like? Book Street. The manhole is about a block away from the prison.
Yep.
Number 8, 2 men were seen nearby with one carrying a guitar case. Authorities believe the power tools were hidden inside the guitar case.
Amazing.
One of the inmates used to keep in his cell, according to a source. Why would they need the power tools at that point?
I mean, just not to leave the evidence behind.
Or maybe
I guess.
carrying the guitar case makes you look more legit.
Right.
You're carrying a guitar case. Two guys are walking, but if you're carrying a guitar case, just
What were they carrying? A guitar case. Oh, all right.
it's just there's something you don't. I never once saw a man with a guitar case and thought
think
I'm in
something.
danger.
Right.
And then
Maybe of a bad show. Oh no, he's going to sing about social issues. Let me kill myself.
So you would have suspicions if just two guys were walking, but if
that
one of
would've-
them had a guitar case,
Yeah.
It would
all
depend.
good.
It would depend on their not to be racist, but if they're black, I would. No, I'm kidding. I don't
It's
know.
like Antonio Banderas in that movie. He had a gun in his guitar. Remember that? What's the Mexican movie?
Zorro?
It was two of them too.
From Dusk Till Dawn.
No.
You just don't get as suspicious with it.
Last something in Mexico or something.
Last guitarist in Mexico. You know, when you break it down like that, like would I be
Once upon
suspicious?
a time in Mexico.
Once upon a time in Mexico.
Sorry, Jimmy.
That's right. When it's broken down like that, I don't know why I'm more suspicious. But you know that in life, if you see two guys and one's carrying a guitar, it just doesn't look as weird.
It's not
They're
danger.
going somewhere.
Right.
There's a musical thing involved.
Right.
Probably a child's birthday party.
3 in the morning.
Yes.
That's late
especially
for a
at 3 in the
show.
morning. Yeah.
That's a late
That's
show.
when the guy saw him with the guitar case, 3 in the morning?
It was overnight, yeah.
Oh, man.
Maybe they're coming home from a gig or
That's
a
every
prison
night
Oh,
in
break.
the
yeah, that's
village.
coming home
Just
from a gig.
going
That's
through
coming home.
backyards.
You don't think prison
At the
break?
street.
Those guys broke out of prison after a show.
No, you don't think that shit.
And then finally, at 5:30 a.m., jail officers discover the men used bundled up hoodies and other clothing under their bed covers to hide their disappearance. That's what we call the oh shit moment. And they had to just write shit S dash 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 in the paper. Just fucking spell it out.
Like kids might see it.
That's what we call the oh shit moment, a former prison official said. So I think they're in trouble for being racially insensitive.
With the Asian note.
The note with the
think it's from a
stereotypical
movie or
Asian,
something,
That's right.
Asian characteristics
Have
with,
a nice day?
with the pointy hat and the slanty eyes, and it says "Have a nice day."
But ain't that
they're
from
going to be
like
in
a-
trouble for that.
That's
the
from
media is
Lethal
really
Weapon
going to
2.
pick up on that and get really mad.
The media is blurring it out.
Why?
They're blurring
Are
out
they
the note.
blurring out? No, they're not.
Yes, I haven't seen a single TV
the buck
TV
teeth?
news.
I've seen it on TV.
You've seen it on
Yeah.
TV? I haven't seen
Oh,
it.
they're
I
pathetic.
think Fox and
But at the beginning, though, not now.
Yeah.
So maybe
Is
they
that
burn
where
it
we're
now.
at? Is that where we're at?
That's
now they're
disgusting.
just showing the Have a Nice Day part.
But they have no problem talking about how this one guy tortured his boss. I'm
And-
sure they're giving all the details of what these guys did to get to prison, but they can't show this note.
Yes, you can say he shot a cop 22 times.
22 times, but, the racially insensitive note they left behind with the buck teeth, the slanty eyes, and the pointy hat, they have a problem with that. Oh, do they just suck a dick?
They're terrible.
They're the
terrible.
worst.
What geese?
What?
What geese?
Geese, what?
They're silly geese.
Silly geese.
And we're going to put a note to throw the man off.
Jimmy think they're going to catch these dudes.
Oh, I know they're going to. I haven't heard of a prison
But
break
if they
in years
did
that
all
worked.
this, maybe they also figured out where they were going to go.
There's
and
always
what
one
they had.
dude. One phone. You can't do anything. It's like in the 80s, you could make a phone call, but in 70, no more phone calls. Everything's electronic. You're fucking doomed. And a closed circuit camera. Everyone is caught doing. They caught the first plane flying into the buildings 14 years ago.
When no one had cameras on
There
their
were two
phones
cameras
yet.
that caught that first plane randomly.
Yep.
Caught. No cameras fucking have been off in 14 years.
Right.
Everything is filmed now. Every square inch of our fucking country is filmed. When's the last thing that happened that there wasn't some footage of?
But you can get into Canada.
And
You're comparing Manhattan to this like really
No, I'm
it's
no,
a
no, but
tiny
I'm-
little town.
upstate tiny town. They
I'm
don't
only
lock their
saying
doors.
in general the randomness of catching that someone happened to now everything is closed circuit. Like that was 14 years ago when people were just carrying video cameras around and that was caught randomly twice.
I'm with Travis, though. I think they have a better chance because it's such a small, tiny little town. And if they're in the woods
Yeah, and there's
stuff.
so many places where you can just jump the Canadian border.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they'll catch them in Canada. Canada is not different from us in that everything is filmed, and they'll catch them. Where are you gonna do? Where can you get a cell phone?
They're going to change their look, though, Jimmy.
I think one of the guys is familiar with Canada, too. Like, he lived up there for a few years.
I mean, look, you may be able to be on the
Get one of
run.
Those prepaid cell phones you buy at 7-Eleven.
Yeah, but you still need to put down a credit card for them or some kind of information, don't you?
Well, the governor,
You can use a prepaid credit card.
Oh, okay.
the governor's desperate. I mean, he's offering $100,000. So
They'll get them.
you think they'll get him soon?
100%. They'll get
How long
both
though?
of them. Don't know.
Within a week.
Usually within a week or so they're caught, but where do you go? Like, they usually will find out everyone you know and go after them, unless there's people you know that no one knows about.
Yeah.
What do you do? Where the fuck do you go?
They're calling this they're calling this one amazing.
Yeah,
This is pretty amazing.
Well done.
It's pretty amazing. And plus the
Amazing.
the authorities trying to sell these guys like two really violent guys, but they did come across that couple and did nothing to them.
No, but that was simply out of necessity. They probably knew that hurting that couple would just make their fucking lives harder, and they were buying themselves time to keep going. You don't want to stop and commit more murders. You want to get the heck out of there. Excuse my language.
But if you're like a violent dude, you might be like this. We got to kill anybody who sees us.
Oh, I am. Believe me.
They're violent.
Show my fucking pecker. Oh my God, Chipper, that thing's so fucking big. Go get our cameras. Back in a half hour. Don't leave. Whatevs. Out the fucking door, cocksucker.
Just like that, huh?
Out the fucking door.
He keeps talking about his big pecker because one of these guys was well endowed.
Yep. That's how I got a ride into town, too. I just fucking hung it out of my pants and a bunch of cars piled up so the cops couldn't drive.
So,
where's Sam?
I don't know where Sam is.
Piece of garbage. It's his own show. He don't come back no more.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck him!
All right, well, the hunt is on for these guys.
I mean, you can go to Pakistan if you can get there.
Pakistan? How the fuck are they going to get to Pakistan?
They'll behead you.
ISIS. Get the ISIS tickets and try to get out of here.
Oh, maybe you play the ISIS card.
Play the ISIS card and get out of here, man.
Get one of those sleeper cells to take you in.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, we got food in front of us. Why don't we take a break now and eat? We got a busy show today. Boy, do we. We got Sherrod Small in studio. Race Wars podcast available on iTunes and SoundCloud. And we give you a little taste on this channel.
And we got Ann Coulter coming on tomorrow.
Nice.
We have to have her on. She wants to come on.
Yeah, she wants to be.
She's more than welcome here.
I sent the info to Roland.
Oh, okay.
Thursday through Saturday, comics at Foxwoods. Oh, that's upon us already.
That's right.
Good for you, Sherrod. Let's get some
wait.
people in the seats. How are tickets?
Tickets are going great.
Good.
We still got some more. It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 11th, 12th, 13th. Get the tickets.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Jimmy.
I have Colin Quinn's event tonight, 7 o'clock. It's an interview, Colin and I, and a book signing. He's doing Barnes & Noble in Union Square, which is 17th Street between Park and Broadway. It's very, very easy to get to on the subway. So I imagine there will be a lot of people there tonight. And then
can I give my 2 cents?
Sure.
This book is really fucking good.
It's awesome.
Read it.
I'm already 80 pages in. It's called The Coloring Book. A comedian solves race relations in America. I really hope a lot of people read this book. Man.
Colin's a genius.
He breaks this shit down nicely and tells you how we used to live in New York City, especially before everyone got so goddamn uptight.
And he lived it. He was there.
Yeah.
Really good.
And what I've always said about him is that's so amazing is it's not like an angry book. Like it's accurate and it's funny and it talks about stereotypes. It's not a polite book. Like it's not PC at all.
No.
But it's not angry. It's just really fucking well written.
It comes from a good place.
So good.
Very clever, very intelligent. I want to ask him about feeling up his friend's father's girlfriend at 10 years old. That's in the book. And then the time he got in a huge fight while on acid.
Yeah. There's a lot of his own personal life in there that I didn't know.
I didn't know half this shit.
No, he was a real asshole.
Oh, he was an ass. I remember
into-
Colin back in the day when I was young, though.
He got into some situations, huh?
Yeah.
Anyway, I just want to give my 2 cents. This book is really fucking good. I think you're going to enjoy it.
I hope so. And I hope people come to see me in Atlantic City July 10th and 11th. Just go to my website. That's the first non-holiday weekend I'm doing there in a long, long time.
Is Bogota?
Yeah. But I usually do 3 shows, but it ain't happening this time because it's on a fucking holiday weekend. I'm so stupid. I could have done the weekend before, but I was like, I'll do this weekend.
Oh, it's a little tasty out there, huh?
Who is he? Oh. That's 3rd grade comebacks.
All right. In a little while, Ian Halperin, one of my favorite people, one of Travis's favorite people. I know Travis is very excited about this one.
I love Ian. He's the best.
It rules. He's got a book on Whitney Houston.
Up.
A guy right in front of me. It's called Whitney and Bobby
Christina.
He's all over the news.
The Deadly Price of Fame. He knows how to get headlines. So we got him in a little while. It's been some time since he's been in. Then a little later, we got David Spade coming in promoting Joe Dirt 2, Beautiful Loser, premiering on Crackle on July 16th. And then, how do you say,
Uwe Boll, I think. I don't know how exactly to say his name. Uwe or Uwe Boll.
We're talking to him because he released a video on his YouTube channel on Sunday called "Fuck You All" in response to his failure to crowd fund for some movies he wants to make.
I haven't seen that video yet.
You guys should watch him before he calls in.
Okay.
Yeah, we will.
They're very short. They're like 4 minutes.
Oh, we'll absolutely watch his videos, especially if they're called "Fuck You All."
I should be in it.
You got to push play on those type of videos, right?
Why not?
Quick break. We are back with Sherrod Small.
Yes.
Who's playing, did I forget already? No, I didn't. Comics at Foxwoods, right?
That's right. This Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Still tickets available, so get your tickets because it's going to be a blast.
You don't get out there much.
I go out there maybe like once or twice a year, I guess, at comics.
No, I mean, but in general, you don't tour with your comedy. You stay pretty local.
Well, if I got like shows on the road, I just go out and do it and then come home.
Yeah.
The new TV shit.
Yeah, I don't like leaving for more than a couple days, 3 days, and come home.
That's enough for me.
Yeah, get in, get out.
Get in, get out, get it done.
Yeah.
We got Ian Halperin coming in a few minutes. That's going to be wonderful. I want to hear the Bob Costas thing really fast before we move on to Ian. Bob Costas describes ESPN giving Caitlyn Jenner a Courage Award as exploitation play for the Gawker factor. Good for Bob Costas.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, what?
Do we have that
ESPN?
clip somewhere? It's the ESPYs.
Stop.
For the ESPYs, they're giving Caitlyn Jenner
Courage in Sports Award.
A Courage in Sports Award.
Instead of the girl with brain cancer who everyone was thinking was going to get, she was like, was she a
Lauryn
college
Hill.
student? What's that?
Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill.
Was she a college or high school student?
College. The Lauryn Hill story is amazing.
Oh, the girl who passed away.
She passed away, but
She kept playing.
Yeah.
she kept playing.
After she passed away?
Yeah, it's incredible. That's why she gets. That's why she's encouraged.
Pretty
for it.
good.
Yeah.
Wait, they pushed her aside for Caitlyn, for Bruce Jenner?
Yeah.
It's the story. It's a big story. That's why.
There was a couple other people.
Her story was amazing. She gets brain cancer. She continues to play.
Was it on Vanity Fair?
Right, exactly. She created all sorts of awareness.
Yeah, she was great. I saw a video
Raised
on
a
it.
whole shitload of money.
Yeah.
And they said, fuck that. We got to go with Caitlyn Jenner. All right, let me hear the Bob Costas clip.
All right, again, I'm hoping not to be misunderstood.
Okay.
Bruce Jenner, who I did not know well, I always had a cordial and pleasant relationship with. I wish Caitlyn Jenner well, and anyone, even if most of us do not fully understand it, anyone seeking to find
Travis,
the
can you
identity
stop
they're
this?
comfortable with and
See what we have to do in this
Yep,
day and age.
preface
You
everything
heard
with
it
a
too, right,
soliloquy,
Jimmy?
Yeah.
You know, before I say something very outrageous, let me make sure you understand all this amazing stuff.
He's also a guy who knows how to work. He understands how the press works.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
No, I don't blame him.
Yeah.
This is what you have to do, unfortunately, instead of just going, this is what I think, and
Right.
go for it. You got to always preface it.
Yeah.
Continue, Travis.
to find the identity they're comfortable with and to live the happiest possible life without intentionally hurting anyone else.
All right, shut
I
up.
think we're moving toward a more tolerant society, and that's all for the good. And I wish Caitlyn all the happiness in the world, all the peace of mind in the world. However,
Good.
There we go.
it strikes me that awarding the Arthur Ashe Award to Caitlyn Jenner is just an exploitation play. It's a tabloid play. In the broad world of sports,
That's
I'm
sexist.
pretty sure they could have found, and this is not anything against Caitlyn Jenner.
We know.
I'm pretty sure they could have found someone who was much closer to actively involved in sports, who would have been deserving of what that award represents. That's not to say that it doesn't take some measure of personal courage to do what Caitlyn Jenner has done, but I think every year we look across the landscape of sports and we find prominent people and kids in high school and amateur athletes who I think more closely fit the description of what they're looking for or should be looking for there. And I think this is just a play to pump up audience, the way lots of things are put on television, to attract eyeballs, not because of the validity, but because of whatever the kind of Gawker factor is.
Wow. Good for Bob Costas.
He's right.
Yeah.
He's
But
completely
you know what?
right.
It's a TV show, though. ESPN, they doing TV. They want as much people watching as possible. They would bring Kim Kardashian out there with a hula hoop.
Right. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's shameful.
They just want a lot of eyes on their show. That's how you get a lot of eyes on the show. I'm watching. Who's not watching that?
And ESPN is also owned by ABC, right? Mm-hmm. ABC is Disney. Mm-hmm. Disney already got them a transgender. ABC Family got a transgender show that's airing now.
Well, and they also did the big interview with Diane Sawyer, didn't they?
They got the new reality show.
No,
and yes, and they did the Bruce Jenner interview.
So this is probably a nice little package they put together.
They got money in this. They got money involved in this transgender family stuff already.
You'll do the ABC interview, then you move over to our pals over at ESPN. They'll give you a nice award.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's all about dollars and eyes.
Good for Bob Costas.
Yeah. That really, Bruce Jenner has not been a relevant sports figure for a long time.
Since that 70s, 80s.
Since 76.
He might have made it to 80, maybe. Where we were still paying attention.
But,
it's 35 years, not in a sports figure.
Right.
And this girl again, she's the only one I know. There might be a couple other people. I don't want to keep using her like she was the only other option. But.
Well, they have referenced her as someone they passed over to give it to Caitlyn Jenner. So
I was passed over. It's the way Pop wanted it. It ain't the way Caitlyn wanted it.
She fucking died, and that wasn't good enough for ESPN.
It's Vanity Fair, man.
It's all about the Vanity Fair.
Got the cover, and now
there was a lot of airbrushing. Did you see the video and you realize there's still a lot of hurt going on?
Oh, the video of him shooting the cover?
In the car?
Oh, yeah.
In the car, talking about the reality show and leaving his house for the first time in a golf cart or something like that. They filmed a quick promo, I think, for his reality show.
Yeah.
And you realize they did a lot of airbrushing. A lot.
Yeah.
Whatever. American Pharaoh. Did you hear about this? So you got people that bet on American Pharaoh for the Triple Crown. They're leaving their winnings behind because they want the ticket. They think saving the ticket is more valuable than actually, getting their winnings.
Well, I imagine nobody who won real money is doing that. If you want $100 or $200, maybe they're like, "Hey, this is something that is worth money or cool." But I doubt anybody who won real money is doing that.
Jimmy is very smart.
Yeah.
You just broke that down. Because what they do here is they're saying they're leaving over 315,000 unclaimed in order to save their tickets. So that's a lot of people with small winnings that have decided. Okay,
$315,000, yeah.
Yeah, so that's not one person is what I'm saying. That's probably hundreds. So you break it down. They didn't make that much money, and they'd rather maybe frame that ticket or maybe sell it someday.
It's a cool thing, but it won't be worth anything. No, there's little weird things. Bragging rights, and you think something's gonna be worth something, and it's just not.
They're worth something now. Like they're selling on eBay for like $20 to $30. Well, but it's either that or cash in your $3 ticket.
Oh, right, $3. Oh, I see that. You think a lot of them were that cheap, really?
Yeah, most of the ones that are going unclaimed are $2 tickets that won like $350.
Oh, wow! So how come American Pharaoh didn't win anymore?
Because everybody was betting on him.
Favored, yeah.
Everybody's betting on him.
Oh, he was the favorite.
People probably made more money on Frosted, who came in second, if you bet on him.
Yo, he was great. Oh, shit.
Yeah, you should swim walk for that one. That's a swim walk.
Fucking good one.
All right, so that's a dumb story. In the end, that's just a stupid story.
What, American Pharaoh?
No, the 315,000 leaving behind.
I think it's a bigger story that he's going to make like $200 million from studding.
It says sources say American Pharaoh's stud fee will be north of 175,000.
And it's so many orders
per load.
It's up to $200 million.
Per load?
Per load.
Oh yeah, what do you think that was for the whole thing?
I don't know.
Per load.
That's probably for load.
That's a nut.
No, yesterday we were trying to break how this all works, how many loads they get out of the horse and all that.
Oh, they get a lot of loads. He's full of loads.
All right, so if you pay the 175,000, how many loads do you get?
Probably just one or something. They come in your hand, you got to put it in your pocket. You got to take all the cum home like it's a rubber, like your Eric Nagel. Remember you did that?
Nothing worse than a soggy fucking front pocket.
Yeah, with jizz in it.
When you were growing up, nothing worse than that.
Nothing worse.
Wow.
Little dry humping.
From your pocket pull?
That went a little too far.
Off the subject, boy, did I spill a load on myself last night.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, boy, did I. Back to your regular programming. Holy fucking mackerel, was that a good one. That was like a 3-day abomination.
Yeah, to get the poison out.
It was awful. I think my cum actually cut a square section in my dick side and fucking just escaped all of it. Guitar case and my load was found in my belly button this morning.
Neighbors said they saw semen coming up their driveway.
We thought we saw a white gooey river.
Why aren't they taking the sperm now? It says American Pharaoh.
I wiped it up and threw it out. I mean, no one wanted it. I tried to.
Won't retire until next year, but when he does, his stud fee will be north of $175,000 and could go as high as $200,000. Why aren't they taking the sperm now? Are you not allowed to? Like, how does all this work?
I mean, it's a whole process. Like,
it's a big chance you're going to take.
Yeah, well, there's a company that's already purchased the rights.
Yeah, the rights to
$20 million.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know, he has to retire.
It's pre-ordered, I think, already up to.
Yeah, you got to pre-order the sperm.
Why don't you retire him now? Like, what if he breaks his leg? You have to jerk him off on the way to the hospital. That's uncomfortable. He's on the track with a tent and they're just fucking jerking him off. The horse is like, I can't get a rod. My leg is broken. Fucking humiliating. Poor horse, the broken leg.
The owners, though, they want to run him. They want to race him one more time, at least like in the East Coast, I think, before they retire him.
Oh, is it the Breeders' Cup? Saratoga.
All right, this is what we got. On completion of his racing career, American Pharaoh will immediately retire in Kentucky and will commence stud duties in February 2016.
Fuck yeah!
Official start of thoroughbred breeding season. So they like to time this shit perfectly.
Sure. Well, in horse talk, it's when the mare's cunt juice is really smelly. It's when the whole fucking neighborhood smells like the mare's cunt juice.
He will be in place at the farm by February 15th for the start of breeding season, and it will be quite a cash haul for the horse. He will be the only living Triple Crown winner, which will certainly keep his stud fee high.
That's crazy.
All right, Belmont Stakes win was huge for American Pharaoh and Coolmore, which reportedly purchased, like Travis said, the horse's stud rights were north of $20 million.
Amazing. They're going to sell about $200 million worth of it. I believe it.
Yeah. Last year, California Chrome. Remember California Chrome? They were going for the Triple Crown, and it didn't happen at Belmont.
Didn't work out.
And he finished fourth, so his stud fees dropped to an estimated $20,000.
He got bum nuts.
That might be a good bargain, though, if you think about it. California Chrome won 2 out of 3.
Yeah, you can still be a good horse.
You get some relatively cheaper sperm there for 20 G's. It might work out in the end.
Yep.
Yeah. Unless the horse don't pass it on.
Okay, here we go. Colts can sire more than 100 foals a year, which at $175,000 would put the annual haul at $17.5 million. So 100 a year.
Yeah.
For how many years?
That's good full of nuts.
That's a lot of.
Because they got to space it out a little because you don't want a half load.
Yeah, because they just jump up with their big clumsy horse hooves and jam it into the old mare. Cunts stinking up the whole farm. Fucking farmers got to walk around with clothespins in their noses.
Oh, my God.
Smell a mare cunts in the air, hon. The dollars are rolling in.
This, however, is...
They're going to retire. They hate the horse retires because you got to buy it 4 watches.
What a visual. This, however, is for an unproven sire. If American Pharaoh produces winning foals, the number could rise. Tap it? I don't remember. Tap it.
Yeah, that's what the horse is going to do. Fucking tap it. That big old horse dick out.
Always works out in the story, the name. The name always works out.
Tap it.
Tap it, for example, finished 9th in the 2004 Kentucky Derby.
Oh, that's Gregory Hines' horse. Fucking stinks. Gregory Hines tap dances.
Yet commands $300,000 per foal. The highest stud fee in North America. Why is Tapit's fee so high, you might ask?
Because he's delicious. We all love Tapas. I ordered it on the plane. Go ahead, back to you.
Why is it so high considering came in 9th in the 2004 Kentucky Derby?
Some winners came out of there.
Because he produces winners. That's right, Sherrod Small.
Yeah.
Around 450 so far, according to bloodhorse.com.
He produces winners, and unlike any of our parents.
Wait, 450?
450 winners.
Wow.
What, there's one horse?
Yeah.
One horse, yes.
Oh, my God. I thought 19 and counting had a whole bunch of
there's one horse.
Had
spawned
Tapas.
450 winners.
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
So 450 horses, I guess.
No, it had to be 450 wins came out of whatever horses he spawned.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But it could be like 200 horses he spawned. But
I see. A few of them won multiple times. Yeah, okay, you're right. Yeah,
because that would be a lot of horses coming out of one horse dick.
No, you're absolutely right. So some of them had,
multiple wins. That's amazing.
That still could be close to 100. No, that's even crazy, right? Whatever, 450 total, whatever that would
But
break
who
down
knows
to.
if he won? If he impregnated 40
Maybe it
horses
is
and they
450
won 10 each, that's 400. What do I know?
I could talk about horse breeding process. No, thank you. I think we did it.
Yeah, I think we got the old
Wife
horse
and I are
breeding.
horse breeders.
Ooh.
Okay.
That person just hung up.
That's a fun
I can
job.
answer some studding questions.
You ever watch Dr. Pole?
Huh?
Dr. Pole, the veterinarian show?
No.
He's cutting balls off left and right and going up into horses' asses.
Yeah.
So heavy-handed when it comes to animals.
They just had enough of animal genitals. Maybe that's your life, animal genitals.
He cut them off like every episode. There's at least 3 fucking castrations, and they show everything.
How do you keep the horse from going crazy? You just numb them?
They clamp them.
They clamp them.
They clamp them. So you clamp it, it's going to get numb automatically because there's no blood circulation.
So the
And
poor
cut.
horse.
And what does the horse do?
A gelding.
All the animals just sit there and take it.
Well, he doesn't like
What the
it.
fuck is wrong with them?
They're probably confused. Wait a minute. What's going on here?
Some get, some,
Don't they even whinny?
There we go. Look at the screen.
Do they numb the area with a needle?
All right. What the hell was that?
That was
Putting the cow out. The bull, right?
They gotta numb you first.
The fuck is this, Sherrod?
You pull it out. Okay, Randy. See ya.
See ya.
He's great.
He's
This
all
show is
happy
great.
about
He's
his
so
job.
happy.
That bull is none too pleased.
This is an hour video. try to find the goodness.
You want to see a sad sight? Let a bull dead-eye the camera before his balls are cut off. That's a bummer. That bull is really not pleased with what's happening.
Oh,
boy.
man.
2 fat married people are going to cut his balls off. Oh, yuck.
They're going to do it to this little lamb?
Yeah.
Everybody
What?
gets it.
Absolutely. Nothing worse than a potent lamb. I like a nice fucking gelding lamb.
Yes.
Delicious.
The meat's better.
Why can't I hear you over there?
It's less salt.
Okay, you're going through it. You're on. Yeah. All right. Why would you watch this show?
It's so good.
Why is it good?
I'm telling you, the show is so good.
Cats, lambs, bulls, horses.
So good.
And he just cuts the balls off.
Cut balls off left and right.
Is that pretty much the whole show?
That's a good amount of it, but it's not the whole show. They show
Spaying and
everything,
neutering is
though.
good.
That's what's so great about it.
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
Spay and neuter.
You would love it, Ope. I'm telling you, you fall in love with it.
Is it true they don't spade and neuter in the black community?
What do you mean?
I was reading that recently.
They don't
Like
what?
for animals?
For dogs.
Yeah, they do.
Because it takes the manliness away or something.
They don't,
No.
what did you say?
No, that's not true.
What?
They don't what?
Spade or neuter.
Oh.
Neuter.
You say spade or neuter?
What?
You say
He said
spade?
He said spades don't neuter.
Spade. Spay and neuter.
Oh, you did say spade. I think you said
No,
you
I
don't
think I said it. I think I did say it wrong.
Okay, I think you said spade and neuter in
I
the
think I
black
did say
community.
it that way. Which, oops.
Oh, boy.
I
But
read.
yeah, no, they do it. They do.
I read that they don't in a lot of cases, and it's a big problem in some of the neighborhoods because it doesn't make your dog as manly. It takes the manliness away from the dog.
Or the aggression. If they're going to fight a dog, they probably want the aggression to be in the dog.
Yeah, but if you out fighting dogs, then you just a maniac anyway. But like regular people who
regular
have dogs,
people
no, they
do the right thing. Or try to.
Because they don't want to have your dog stuck to each other because they having sex, and now you got a dog stuck.
Right. I fight dogs too, but I have them do it like gentlemen at a podium. That's how dog fighting should be done, yes. They bark at each other. We determine who made a better point. And we pet them.
Cow gas.
Oh, that's got to stink.
What the hell are they
You
going to
got to put a hole in them to get it
That's how
out.
cows can get from point A to point B.
Oh my God! Look, the legs are spread so the cow can get rid of this gas.
Push her over.
They got that 2 stomachs.
You know how many times I've seen something like that in my fucking bedroom? Just a behemoth with its legs open.
Her head to her leg. We'll give her dextrose because she is not sleeping, remember?
Yeah.
All right, I want to hear the fart.
You want to hit up?
I know she does, but she's not. She's not.
This show looks boring.
It's so good. Oh,
It's taking forever though.
I can poop again.
there you go.
Ooh, that's all kinds of bad. Yes, sir. Yep.
That's gotta
Easy.
stink.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have you hold that for just a minute. I'm gonna have you hold this one for
She
just a
looks
minute.
like she could get rid of some gas herself, no?
Who, that lady?
Yeah.
She can let one go. She can rip one.
Looks
The
like
cow is
she's got a-
struggling. He's embarrassed. She's embarrassed. She's like, come on, don't film this. It's not ladylike to cut gassers. The bull will never fuck me in the ass and mouth.
You heard that?
All right, we got Ian Halperin here. E-Rock, try to find the good parts. Okay. We'll go back to this. This big fat lady looks like she needs to get some gas out.
She's one of the vets.
She's making sure the cow passes the gas. Ian Halperin, oh my God.
Okay, here we go.
What's up, Ian? Look at you, all dressed all nice.
How's it going, man?
God, you know how to dress, especially early in the morning. How do you do it, sir? That's Sherrod Small. I was telling him about it.
Hey, how's it going, man? Nice to meet you. I like how you gave me a blacker handshake than you gave Jimmy.
Yes.
From all,
Yeah, why don't you get on mic?
I'm Mike, my friend.
That's what Dr. King wanted.
This guy's already making headlines with his new book on Whitney Houston.
Oh, all right.
Where are we at with Bobby?
Bobby Christina?
Yeah, where are we at?
She was in a coma. I mean, they speculated she was coming out of it, and then they said no.
Irreversibly brain dead. How are you guys, man?
Good, buddy.
That's your opening line.
Yeah. Are we on now?
We are, yeah.
Of course we're on.
It's rehearsal.
We're already pumping you up there,
Yeah.
sir.
It is irreversible.
You guys are looking good.
Thank you.
We're trying. We're trying to keep in shape there, Ian. We don't look as good as you. Look how slick you look.
You look better than me, Opie.
Yeah.
So she is brain dead.
Irreversibly.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
And that was before the accident.
What was it? A suicide
I can't
attempt?
hear a thing here.
Well,
Yes.
what do you think happened to Bobby Christina?
You got to read the book, brother.
I got. You know how many-
First of all, congratulations. The studio looks fantastic.
After many, many years, they redid it.
Everything looks great.
Thank you.
It's an honor and pleasure to be in your presence this morning.
Thank you, Ian Halperin.
And
Travis is very excited that you're here, by the way.
listen, I love you guys, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
You guys have great faces for radio.
Came in swinging.
Let me ask you, Opie, a question if you don't mind, please.
Sure.
On the record, and I want to tape this because I've been following, man, you're all over the place, you guys. You guys are doing fantastic.
You don't need to tape it. We replay, but
where did I find the replay here? Okay, Opie.
Yes.
You made a $250K offer last year to Khloe Kardashian. Whatever happened to that? I mean,
I forgot what it was. Oh, yes. Thank you.
Really, first of all, I didn't even know
paternity test.
I forgot all about that. I would still pay up.
With all due respect, I didn't even know you had that kind of bread, you know, because
I was a little nervous that she was going to take me up on it. I'm not going to lie to you. But I forgot all about that. Basically, I offered $250,000, made some headlines, too.
Yeah, it was worldwide. I was in Vienna, and I read about this.
Yeah,
in Vienna, Austria.
Yeah.
You know, some Nazi came up to me and said, "Who's Opie?" But you know, no, really, dude, really.
That was Anthony, by the way.
I do not believe that Khloe Kardashian's father was Robert Kardashian.
What's the source? Where do you get the info on that? I'm just curious. Dude, that made
She's a giant compared to her sisters.
It made world headlines, dude. It was all over the place. It went viral.
That's crazy.
So what's the source? You offer $250K to take a DNA test?
It's just a hunch I have, Ian.
Well, I mean,
you get her next to her sisters, and she has a completely different body type.
She looks like Frankenberry.
Yeah, she's about 8 inches taller than them easily.
If you weren't married with 2 kids, would you bang her?
Chloe's all right.
I would knock it down.
Yeah, Chloe's all right.
I'd give her a terrible fuck. I'd do the best I could, but my erection would be...
You think you could do better than Lamar?
No. I mean, I'd
of course
do a
I
terrible
can.
job.
I mean, it's blowing out knees. Lamar can't fuck.
I think you're
and what do the drugs do to him? What do the drugs do to his hard-ons?
Yeah, exactly. I think Norton could
I think Norton would be right in there.
He could outperform Lamar in a heartbeat.
No, I could get better head than Lamar, but as far as fucking is concerned, I'd give her a very average lay.
Really?
She would not be pleased.
Where you at with Khloe Kardashian?
I don't know her.
I mean, you've worked it. I'm sure you've worked that story. There's that hairdresser, right?
No, but you're onto something. You offer the broad $250K.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Not to them.
A lot of K's.
Not to them.
Come on, it's a lot of money to
I probably would have
anybody.
to up my number. I don't know.
It goes viral all over the world, and I want to know. So you truly don't believe that she is the biological daughter
of Robert Kardashian? No, I do not, sir.
You believe the OJ rumors?
Yeah, we've heard those too.
What?
And OJ, it could be OJ. The OJ.
They put it up to OJ's kid, like split screen.
And there's some similarities there.
A little bit.
Similarities.
A little bit.
But you don't look like your sisters.
No.
Not that much. Thank you for bringing that up, Ian. That went away.
Well, I had to ask
I gave it a try, though.
Out of all of the sisters, which one would you bang first?
Well, the moody one,
The young
probably.
Courtney?
No, who's the young one?
Well, no, you got
Caitlyn.
You take Caitlyn over Kris Jenner?
No, Kris Jenner would probably be a great fuck. She'd probably be a great fuck. She's just a short-haired older woman who just fucking...
Lots of mileage, Jimmy.
Lot of mileage. You are right.
But she would be a great fuck, especially with everything she had to deal with over the years.
Would you go down on her?
She's ready to go.
Would you go down on her?
Yeah, sure I would. Front and back. Who's the young one, though, the
Older
model?
pussy really starts smelling, doesn't it?
Oh, that's...
They can't keep that together as well as when they were younger.
It depends.
You been there? Older pussy?
Of course.
And?
Yeah, it's fine. This is just like young puss.
All right, what do I know there, Sherrod Small?
Keep it up, up to keep.
A little upkeep.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
It's like taking care of a fish tank.
More than you think it is exactly like that. You don't want it too fishy.
Right, you gotta bring in an expert.
Well, this studio
Get the chemistry right.
This studio looks beautiful.
That means we have nothing to talk about.
We got a lot to talk about.
Going back to the studio.
I have a book that I need you guys to help me.
We asked you a question, and then you went off on this weird tangent about Khloe Kardashian. I'm in a story no one gives a fuck about
Vienna,
anymore.
Austria, and they're all asking me about this guy, Opie.
So why don't we try to get it going again? Why don't you throw some money at this?
I'll throw another $250.
Packers.
Another $250.
Yeah, let's go. We're up to $500,000. Norton will put in 75, so we're at $575.
All right.
Oh,
I'll deliver the money.
But she's not going to go. She's not going to go for some shock jock bit. It was a kind of a throwaway. We were talking about it one day, and I'm like, "There's no way." So I threw some money at it, and then some of the tabloids picked up on it. But anyway,
You said give the money to a charity, maybe, or some transgender something.
Yeah,
in Bruce's name. Caitlin's name.
I'd push the money somewhere else.
Yeah.
Why?
I'd push it somewhere else.
Make her feel guilty about not doing it, like for blind kids or some shit.
No, but Opie, do you have an inside source on this? Because just to come out like that, you must have known something. Because all kidding aside, I know you're extremely astute and you know your shit inside out. So what was the source of that? Yeah.
Sitting a little higher in my chair right now, boys.
Astute and shimmy.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Above the waist. I don't care what's below the waist, but above the waist, you're a straight up guy. Oh, really?
Yeah, I need another shot at that. I need one more shot at that.
Yeah, it was cute.
It was. It looked a little sickly because I was in the middle of whatever. Whatever. We can move on.
Yeah.
Can we talk about
cute.
Bobby Christina?
Yeah. No, it's a tragedy.
But she wasn't trying to commit suicide, right, Ian Halperin? I did not read your book, but I'm assuming you're going with that angle.
Well, it's explosive what's in the book. Available on Amazon.com today. Today's the launch date. It's an honor to launch it on the O&A show. Look, it's not only about Bobby, it's also about Whitney.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But anybody with a daughter out there who wants to go into show business has got to read this book, because what happened to Bobby Christina should not have happened. She was around enablers her whole life, a very turbulent situation, extremely volatile. She got addicted to drugs at age 14.
Wow.
And here we are today. She's irreversibly brain dead. It is an American tragedy. This girl was not around the right people. I was in Atlanta going undercover for this book. I'm undercover here today as a respected author, by the way.
How can you be undercover? You're so recognizable. How you can't be undercover? They all recognize you.
He just puts the sunglasses on and no one knows.
My name's not Norton here. When you walk the streets, you have the puss being thrown at you left, center, and right. Me, I'm with a cup in front of Sirius Radio on the streets.
Norton does very well out there, sir. Yeah. I gotta commend you that it looks like a real book this time around too. Congratulations on that.
I worked
What does the other book look like?
There were no covers.
Thrown together and no pictures in the middle. Look, he's got really nice color photographs in the middle to break up the book a little bit, break up the reading. This looks like a real book.
Yeah.
A raised title.
Yeah, well, I had a debate. It was either an expose on Anthony Cumia or, the Houstons, and it was tough. It was tough.
I say that's the same book, actually. I think it's the same book.
So what happened to her? Did the boyfriend do something to Bobby Christina?
Yeah, what happened was this. That boyfriend's a loose cannon.
A mess. That's someone, Dr. Phil.
You saw it. What did you think of the Dr. Phil show?
Most embarrassing shit that I ever saw. That episode.
Yeah.
This kid.
Could you explain this? I didn't see it.
Can we hear some audio of that? Let's play
He's
some audio.
like dumb, but dumb now affected with drugs. Dumb.
Yeah.
So it's a mixture of dumb and emotional, like crying every 2 seconds, then getting angry, then crying.
You're right. You're right.
I was like, this kid is a mess.
Let's just play some audio of it.
You could see through him.
Yes.
During that.
It's all bullshit nonsense, and he's just a mess, and he's a mess.
I agree.
Yeah, this kid might be going to jail soon. He might be wearing striped pajamas very soon.
Let's just play some audio of it. Play some audio from the interview.
There's no one over there.
Do we have a producer, or is there budget cuts already? On this show?
we got producers, Ian.
Hold on, let's play some audio from the interview.
he's trudging down the hall.
You did that on purpose. Jimmy, why you do that to why you treat white people like that, Jim? You see him high stepping down the hallway?
They're delivering Norton strawberries here.
Yes, they really are.
WTF at, what are we, 8:40 in the morning.
I like a strawberry.
I've barely put on my tefillin today, and he's eating strawberries.
Those strawberries look horrendous.
Yeah.
They don't look bright enough.
They look horrible.
If strawberries could have cancer, they'd be fucking here.
Oh, man.
My sickly strawberries.
Chris Jenner's puss looks better than these strawberries.
These strawberries won the Arthur Ashe Award.
The strawberry is... Jesus, this one has Down syndrome. How big a strawberry is this?
What the hell? They're pumping it with chemicals to try to make them look ripe. That's going to taste horrible, I bet.
Yeah, they look like they're trying to preserve them.
Ian Halperin,
Yes.
What happened to Bobby Christina? This is my 5th attempt in that bathtub on that
what happened?
fateful day.
Okay, I'm not going to give it all to you, Opie, because I want
us some
people to
hints.
read the book. But what happened was
What page is it on? I'll
she
read
was
it to the
definitely
people.
placed in the bathtub.
Whoa.
It's called the cold water bath theory, the plunge. When they find somebody knocked out on heroin, all right? They panic, the people around them, and what do? This is very common. They put them in an ice-cold water bath to try to revive them. Unfortunately, she was already out. There was no way she was coming back. Now, the question is, who's responsible? There were various people, all of them pretty much with criminal records in that house. Thugs. Atlanta is filled with thugs. Man, I thought Miami was dangerous. When I was in Atlanta, it was just a little bit above Baghdad. And I'm serious. It wasn't, no, really.
But better music producers, though, right?
Guns were flying there, man. It's amazing I made this show today in one piece.
Have you been to Baghdad that you can make that comparison?
No, I'm going with you on our anniversary. We're going together.
I've been there.
Jimmy has been. So
Atlanta? Oh, Baghdad.
He's been to both places, so he can maybe make that comparison, sir.
Yeah, you've been to Baghdad?
Yes, I prefer
So she didn't drown in the bathtub.
So Nick Gordon, you saying Nick Gordon put her in the tub trying to bring her back from a heroin overdose?
Yes. And Nick Gordon, it's interesting because you saw through him on the Dr. Phil show.
Through him.
The interesting thing is, he spun this tale that he was adopted by Whitney at age 12. Mm-hmm. Look, when I got involved in this story, the first thing I wanted to know was, who is this dude? When did he actually meet the Houstons? He only met them when he was 18. All the media, like Vanity Fair, all these credible so-called media, they report that he, 12 years old, Whitney adopted this dude. Totally false. 18 years old, he was dating one of BK, Bobby Christina's friends, and their schools were in proximity of one another, and that's how Nick, he went from, of course, the friend to Bobby Christina because, he saw a money pit there. This guy, seriously, he came from rags to riches. All of a sudden, he's driving fancy clothes,
Carmine Ragusa
fancy
used to
cars,
sing that.
all kinds of cars, the chains, the Rolexes, the Breitlings. This was all on Whitney's dime. This was not on his blood, sweat, and tears. He wasn't here at Sirius Radio every day, rapping and making an honest living like O&J here.
Thank you, sir. So
let me give a plug for the O&J show.
Well,
somebody tape this, please.
Wow.
The O&J show, the #1 radio show on the planet. Listen to it right now. Sirius XFM. XM, what is it called?
We're not even the #1 radio show on this channel.
Who's #1?
Sam Roberts.
Is Sam above you now?
He's on his way.
So after today's show, you're going back to
Can
#1.
I ask you this?
Yeah.
She didn't drown in the bathtub, so they didn't find her under the water.
Well, no, she was face down.
She was
face down.
So why wouldn't they adjust her body at that point? Oh, because they wanted it to look like an accident?
Yeah. You know.
Because they panicked after they found her.
They panicked. She was found unconscious.
You think
on
the
bed.
person who gave her heroin feels bad about it?
You know, that's seriously? Yeah. That's a good question. And to be honest with you, those type of people, they don't have much remorse.
No, I mean, even like just out of self-interest, the way they try to do that so they didn't get in trouble for giving her heroin.
Well, there's a criminal investigation going on now. This is, you know,
it's taking forever, though, sir.
Well, that's a good point. And I'm telling you right now, the Roswell police have got to get their act together
you
right
say
now.
Shit. You can say shit.
I could say shit on this show.
Yeah.
I've used much worse words on this show.
You could say shit.
But, you know, now
Roswell.
I'm very surprised that it's taking
Roswell,
so long there, Ian Halperin. Very surprised.
It's a good point, Opie, because people should be held accountable. This kid right now is irreversibly brain dead.
They pretty much know she didn't try killing herself, right?
I believe people will be charged. Okay. I believe this is a crime. But we got to go back to Whitney. This all started, you know, the Bing Bobby Brown era. That wasn't pretty. That reality show, they were all drugged out. Now, but Bobby Brown, I got to give him credit. He's not the thug everybody thinks he is. He's handling this with quiet dignity. And again, I know you're a father. I'm a father.
No, I'm not.
Jim has kids all over the world. So, you know.
I'm a breeder.
A breeder.
He's breeding. He's American Pharaoh.
I respect Bobby Brown.
You do.
Bobby Brown did not enable Whitney Houston with drugs. That's totally false. Whitney Houston was doing it all before Bobby Brown came on the scene.
New Jersey.
Her
She ain't
prerogative.
drugs. Snork.
And then
her brother, Gary, who was an NBA basketball player for a season, he introduced her to, you know, that powder. I'm from Canada, but that, you know, it's the
Gary,
snow that's...
her brother played in the NBA?
Yeah, for 1 year.
Well, yeah.
With who?
Hopefully the Rockets. His name is perfect.
Paul?
Well, it's less Houston.
Houston.
So Whitney had a big
She always
drug
was
problem.
doing drugs.
Always.
And then it was easy to
Always.
blame Bobby Brown because no one wanted to think that Whitney Houston was a drug addict.
Bobby Brown's handled this again like a mensch.
And
with
he
quiet dignity.
He
Again,
believes
if
that
it was
Bobby
your
Christina-
daughter, if it was my daughter, I'd keep her alive too.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, the kid has no chance. Irreversibly brain dead. All the doctors say you can't defy Western medical science.
Yeah.
You got to let her go. Yeah.
And grandmother said the same thing, that she ain't coming out of it.
That's right. Sissy said the
Sissy said
exact
the same thing. She ain't coming
thing.
out of that.
How long has she been in it?
It's been a while.
Yeah, since January 31st.
January. That's it?
It's sad.
It seems like it was a little longer than that.
January 31st.
But they still got to figure out this case. They haven't
So
done
it's all
shit
in the
about
book.
it.
All in the book.
All right,
Opie.
thanks for coming by.
You're kicking me out already?
Well, we've talked about the book and...
No, I wanted to talk about you now. You're my next subject, so we got to get into your private affairs.
Bobby Christina.
Yes.
So she got addicted to drugs at 14. How? Do you have that story?
Yes.
In the book, or you could tell
It's
us?
all in the book, but I'll tell you, all those kids she was hanging out with, they were doing drugs at a young age. She was in a drug scene. Now, the subtitle of the book's called The Deadly Price of Fame.
Rich kids, too, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
You hit the nail on the head.
What did you say?
That's
rich kids, all
in
rich
Atlanta.
kids.
Rich kids in Atlanta.
Bottomless pit of fucking everything you need.
Have you been in Atlanta?
A lot of this.
I've been around rich kids.
Yeah.
I know everything's around.
They got a lot of bread, nothing to do. And when the parents are doing drugs, those aren't exactly great role models.
Yeah.
So the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened. I think I got to change the byline of the book to you. You know more about it than me.
B.I.
We do have a clip from Dr. Phil, this Nick Gordon.
Yeah, let's hear that.
Which was Bobby Christina's boyfriend,
He's
right?
not a good person.
Dr. Phil's marvelous.
Let's see a little of this.
Yeah. I have been. Like, if you, walk, I can't walk.
What is he doing?
He's drugged out.
Fucking
I'm really
zooted.
sorry for your pain. I
Drugged
can't.
out and crazy.
No, you can't. You can't. My pain is horrible. My heart hurts. I have panic attacks.
Fuck yeah.
I'm not going to tell you that I know how you feel.
Look at him.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Jesus, Cheswick handled things better. This guy stinks. Oh my God.
You threatened suicide.
I will. If anything happens to Chrissy, I will.
Stop saying that. Please.
Don't cry.
I just want you to listen to Dr. Phil.
God, they both have awful voices.
I will. Deep breath. Come here, sit down.
Don't cry, I won't cry.
And then he walks upset. This
It's
guy's
crazy.
nuts.
It's nuts. It's the most insane shit I ever saw on Dr. Phil.
Don't cry, I won't cry. Fucking horrible voices. I'm okay, I won't cry. Can we hear that part again? The fucking horrible communication.
And then listen,
You sound awful too.
and then Dr. Phil has to pump it up with music.
Yeah,
You got a great moment here. You don't need all the fucking
Oh, it's worse. It gets out of
action
control.
Just right
action
just that
movie
last
music.
moment. You rock.
Yeah,
It's
right around
out of
there.
control, my man.
Please. No, this is an hour and 20 minutes too soon.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I can't.
Oh boy. I know you went too far. Yeah.
I will.
Here we go.
If anything happens to Chrissy, I will.
Stop saying that. Please.
Don't cry.
I just want you to listen to Dr.
I will. I will.
Fucking, these munchkins are really annoying me.
Deep breath. Come here, sit down.
Look at Dr. Phil's face.
Oh, he has a ratings bonanza on his hands.
He sure does.
That's a bonanza.
Well, Ian Halper, my God.
Insanity.
It is insanity.
Insanity.
Holy Toledo.
Yeah, no, really.
After I saw that, I was like, this kid is nuts, and he should have never been around this little girl.
Was that taped
you
after?
hit the nail on the head. Seriously, shame on the Houstons for letting the you know, I gotta say, Pat Houston, Sissy Houston, they weren't big fans. And by the way,
You get to talk to any of these people?
Yes, I spoke to them all. They said that they were married. He pronounced they were married.
And then Bobby Brown came out and said they were never married.
And Bobby Brown was
Stop saying
right.
that.
That's right.
They're not married.
Totally
I was like, wow.
false. Now, I went to K Jewelers. You know, this is what the media spins. They said the ring cost 6 figures. All right, the engagement ring that he gave Bobby Christina. I went to the jewelers. I got the receipts. I you know, it's in the book. You know, I'm holding the ring. You know, $7,900. I'm not kidding you. The ring from the person who sold it to the Gordons.
That's
Gordon
6
and Bobby
figures.
Christina.
That is 6 figures. 7900 period 00. That's 7 figures.
You know, the other thing is, I did an FBI
full body inspection or female body inspection?
Yeah,
female.
Freedom of Information Act, and a lot's on Whitney in the book. Look, Whitney at the time, she was gay.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Yeah, we heard those rumors.
There was, but I
She
got
was
the
doing a
document.
lot of this?
She was being a victim of it. Yeah, she was the. Well, you do that good too. Wow.
He got good technique. He got the technique.
Man, you know, there's a lot of broads out there. They're going to be knocking on your door tonight.
And fellas.
Yeah. Is this being filmed by? We are being filmed.
We're being filmed.
Yeah,
We're hoping to say something amazing that could go viral for us today. So far, you know.
What do you got about Whitney Houston lesbian stuff? You got any photos?
Yeah, her assistant Robin Crawford. They live together.
Right.
And again, I did this Freedom of Information Act.
That was your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Robin Crawford. I don't care if you're Robin Crawford. You can't drive this piece of shit on my highway.
So a Chicago lawyer tried to extort $250,000, threatening to reveal Whitney's sexuality at the height of her career the night before the premiere of The Bodyguard, and they settled. And there's FBI documents on this, and it's in the book.
How much did she give
It's
him?
in the book. No, you know, extortion back then. That's that's the music.
How much did she give him?
Unknown. They asked
Just
for
to shut him up.
$250,000.
But then you found this out.
Yeah, it's in the book.
But you know about the time Bobby Brown got kidnapped too, and then Whitney had to pay to get him released.
Oh yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Tell him, you know the story?
Who kidnapped him?
Some dudes he owed money, like drug dealers or a gambler.
Well, you know, Bobby Brown, seriously, he was out of it for many years. He got into so much trouble. So many people. The guy was literally broke. Right. Almost out on the streets. You know, Whitney, there were a lot of people feeding off the Whitney Houston estate.
Empire.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, without Whitney, you look at Nick Gordon, Bobby Brown, you know, this kid, it's a tragedy. I know you have 2 kids. I have 1. You got to think, if you're a parent in that situation, yeah, I applaud Bobby Brown.
Me too.
He's not in this for the money. Because, people say, oh, he's only after the money. He's keeping her alive. That's dwindling the
Whitney didn't have a lot of. She didn't have a lot of money when she died, right?
$20 million.
Oh, she still had $20 million.
That's what you and Norton make in an afternoon.
It said she paid $400,000 to save his life because he was held for ransom by a New York gang.
That's right.
The new book, the author, ex-convict Dave Collins, was a member of the gang. They were known as the Preacher Crew. How old is this story, E-Rock? Can we see that?
Adrian.
Oh, 2009. Okay, it's old.
Yeah, that's an old story.
Old news. Old hat to us.
2009.
Okay.
$20,000 cash.
Maybe we take some phone calls in a little bit, Ian. The people love talking to you.
Here we go again.
What else about the book? I think we've sold a bunch of copies today.
Look, it's not about sales. Listen, my heart goes out to this kid. My heart goes out to Bobby Brown. He's acted again.
It does stink for him.
It sucks for him. This is his kid. They say that he's trying to profit off this. No. According to Georgia state law, it doesn't matter what Whitney put in her will. He is the next of kin. Right. So if she goes, he gets the loot. He's keeping her alive. You know how much that's costing to keep her alive in a rehab center?
Yeah.
That ain't, that's a lot of coins.
That's his little girl, man. He really cares.
Yes.
Yes, his wife, his wife, or whatever she was to him, and his daughter both get fucked up in a tub. That's just, what are the odds?
That is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And he believes that she's going to come back someday.
You got to let that go, though.
She's going to come out of it.
You got to let that go.
You want to believe.
It's painful, but you got to let it go, man. When you know that they're not going to come back, you got to let it go.
The doctors say there's no hope. And
that is really
sad. It's sad. It's sad for her. It's sad for Bobby Brown. It's a sad story, and that's why, all kidding aside here, I know I like to joke around on this
we all
show,
enjoy jest at certain times.
Yeah. Yes. You got to keep it fun.
At certain times.
Anybody who wants to get into showbiz, kids and mothers, they got to read this. Yeah, I agree with that. Would you let your kids go into...
Sure.
No, I don't think so. It's a shitty business in the end.
I want to have kids just so I can beat them and make them model.
Jim, I got to give you credit. Most people are going this way in life. You're going the other way. You seem to be getting younger by the hour.
Well, thank you very much.
Really.
Maybe you heard of a little film called Benjamin Button.
How are you going to promote this book? I mean,
it's not mine. I'm not.
I remember last time you were in, you did like a sleep-in. Our own Troy Kwan got naked with you.
Oh, yeah, that was for the governor at the Warwick Hotel.
The governor. That's
4 or 5
right.
years
We had the governor in.
Book.
Yeah. Oh, you had him in?
We had the governor in.
Back. Strawberries.
What did you think of him?
He lifts a lot of weights.
What's wrong with this kid?
He was very pleasant.
Was
very
he
robotic.
Was he plugging his book when he was here?
No, he was plugging Maggie, a movie.
The zombie.
A zombie movie, yeah. His daughter's a zombie or something.
Yeah, he's into housekeepers. He has an addiction to overweight housekeepers.
Yeah, my housekeeper looks like a gargoyle. You feeling lucky, punk?
Nailed it.
The man of 1,000 impressions in studio today.
You were on fire this morning.
That's right. I'm doing a whole bunch of impressions. You name the person, I do them.
So you're going to get naked for this book or not?
No.
You're a different man now.
Well, it's not a different man. It's just this is a serious subject.
A sadder subject.
And I have to just...
That's why you're dressed like you're going to a wake.
Well... I told you I'm undercover here today.
You don't want to clown around when it's a serious subject.
Yeah, no. Look, there's a kid. Seriously, there's a kid lying.
Are you going to try to do some promotional stuff though? So, like promotional stuff to promote the book. Like
I'm just going to let the book speak for itself.
What if you use some video that's happening now, like that Texas pool video, and put Bobby Christina's face on that little girl's face, and it's
not cool. No,
I mean just to get it.
That will never work.
You need some guerrilla marketing there.
Yeah, mix it up.
Are you going to be on TV with this book?
Yeah.
Where?
GMA this morning.
You were on GMA?
Yes.
That's a good hit.
That's a great hit.
Were they nice to you?
Yes.
Strainham was there spitting on you?
No, they flew to my hometown to interview me.
That's so cruel.
He got that gap in his mouth. He's going to spit on you when he talks to you.
I sat next to Strahan once on a plane, but 2-3 years ago. He's actually a very nice guy.
Yeah. Hope he didn't tackle you.
Yeah. He used to do our show, Ian. before he
used to
got
go-
all
Well, I
these
wouldn't say
kids.
used to do it. He did it once.
Was it once?
Yeah.
I felt like he did it more than
No,
once.
Pat Cooper was
Yeah.
Pat Cooper
That
was
was
all
it.
over him. It was very funny.
Yeah.
They
Pat
say
Cooper
he did-
screamed at him.
You know, somebody told me he doesn't have the biggest rod around, but he's still a nice guy.
Who told you that? Doctor Who?
One of his exes.
Well, if the ex said it, you can't trust the ex when she's talking about dick action.
Yeah, no kidding.
She's gonna hate on him.
Yeah, no ex
She's
is
gonna
gonna say.
lowball the dick size.
She told me she thought Howard Stern was probably more hung than Strahan.
Yeah, no, exactly. No chick is going to go, oh, my ex's cock was to die for. Exactly. Boy, did I blow it with him. Never.
Right.
Do you know my ex-girlfriends all claim my dick is small? It's a lie.
Oh man, this boy.
Why do you need to know how big Michael Strahan is?
I'm just curious.
Well, that's because his ex was ratting out, about.
Who was the ex? The blondie who he got the kid with?
But let me tell you, I told her this.
Eddie Murphy's ex.
I said in life,
Nicole.
He didn't want to tell us who it is. Which one is it?
I'm not going to say.
It's Eddie Murphy's ex. I nailed it.
You know what? She said he came out of the gates quickly.
Oh, he came fast?
And I tell you, in life, it's not how you start; it's how you finish.
Well, look at that booty, though. How to control yourself?
So
when
you
see
telling
that
me
booty.
Eddie was tearing it up more than Strahan? So comedians make love better than football players.
Oh
That's what
yeah, yeah. She says
I knew it all along.
Why would she tell you all this?
She did say 1,000. Who knows?
Woman scorn. That's why.
my job.
You just know how to get stuff out of
celebrities
people.
just dish it all to me.
See, that's the other one. I know he wasn't talking about her.
I need to see a legitimate doctor, Phil,
that's the
after
ex-wife.
being in this business for so long.
What else are you working on? What other rumors out there that you're working on or you're following?
What am I following now?
What's going on with Tiger Woods? Why is he so bad at golf now?
I'm in the radio business today. I have a radio show in Quebec that's #1.
Yeah.
And I do it in French once a week. We've been #1 for 3 years. I do it in French.
You can't be #1 if you're doing
Je
it
parle
once a week.
français, but yeah, we're radio.
Oh,
man.
this guy's a
Je
native.
parle français.
All right, talk about me and Jimmy in French. Give us a minute in French.
Toi et Jimmy à Sirius, Radio Sirius ici à New York. C'est le meilleur spectacle dans le monde. C'est super, incroyable. Jim Norton et Monsieur Opie, écoute chaque jour, s'il te plaît. C'est bon. Est-ce que tu as visité
Seemed like
Paris?
he said something. I don't know.
Have you ever visited Paris?
No.
Have you ever?
I have.
You've been there. See?
It's lovely.
I could tell. This guy knows everything.
I've only been overseas once.
Where?
Michel Maybell?
I went on a Greek islands cruise
With your wife?
No, my ex a long time ago, and I went to Istanbul, Athens, Mykonos.
It's beautiful there.
Santorini.
Do you like it?
I like the places I went to. Yeah.
Would you go back?
I would love to go back. Yeah.
Nice.
Not
Used to be a nice
Istanbul
place to
though.
go.
I went to the Blue Mosque.
Istanbul's a bit skanky, but it's a huge city.
It was wonderful. This was before 9/11.
Istanbul is like New York, like double. It's
Right.
huge, that city. Massive.
It's pretty awesome walking around in.
Yeah,
I enjoyed. They gave us a half a day in Istanbul.
It's like New York if it was double and all Queens.
Sounds like my type of place. Oh, you mean the borough?
No, borough Queens. Yeah.
What do you got on Tiger Woods
Tiger Woods is finished, man.
and Lindsey Vonn?
Yeah, Tiger Woods is finished.
Oh, Lindsey Vonn.
Tiger Woods had his worst round ever. He shot an 85.
Yeah, he's finished.
And then he had to play by himself.
Yeah.
On Sunday.
You know what?
He was in dead last, so he had to play by himself his final round. So he showed up at the golf course at like 7:15, 7:30 to play by himself.
His body
and people
betrayed him.
actually still followed him around.
Yeah.
His body betrayed him, man.
Well, he had the back surgery, right?
Nope, it's all about this ritual. He doesn't have his ritual anymore. It fucked up his game. He's exposed and naked. He fucked up his game. That's it, man. It's a mental thing.
He needed that.
It is mental.
It's the texting. It was all that shit. For some reason, that just fit.
It was kind of
That
like a
his
mantra
thing.
to him,
Whatever
just to
it
keep
was,
him
yeah,
centered.
man. Maybe he would do this thing with the thing.
Yeah, the mental training's weak. I agree with Jim. You gotta be inside the zone.
He's too young to be this shitty at it.
It's the mental.
What he
The
started
drop
at
off is ridiculous.
You know the thing about golf. Do you golf, Opie?
I used to. I get out there a couple times a year.
The thing
now.
is, I play tennis almost every day. But if you golf, you make one mistake, your whole game's fucked the whole day. You know, tennis, I could be down 5-love, 40-0, and I still have a shot to come back. Mm-hmm. You know, but in golf, one bad hole.
Yeah, six with you.
And you got to take Valtrex.
Snowballs.
Tiger's going to be 40 at the end of the year. His 40th is coming up.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah, that would be a nice
done.
That's a bash to be at Tiger Woods' 40th. I got to ask Jim a question.
Sure, I'll definitely have an answer.
Nice. You talk about the mental.
Yes.
You, as a performer, all these shows that you've done, thousands of shows, do you do any ritual before a show?
Yes, I do.
What do you do?
I stand in the mirror of the hotel and I say, "Who's a funny boy?" Over and over until I believe it. "Who's a funny boy?" And I pinch my own cheek from off mirror so it looks like my aunt is doing it.
Every show?
Yes. And then I curl myself into a ball and I attempt to smell my own asshole. Then I get up dizzy and I go out and I slay those fuckers.
What else, Ian? I think we've sold a lot of books.
Let me ask
a lot
you.
of books.
Amazon.com, Whitney and Bobby Christina, available today. Today's the launch date, and I'm honored to launch it on this show. I wanted to ask you something else about Caitlyn Jenner.
Sure.
You think this is all smoke and mirror, or is this legit?
Oh, it's totally legit.
Yeah, too legit to quit, as I like to say. Go ahead.
What are you thinking?
You think he's going to
what? Chop it?
Circumcise or chop off the?
Oh well, I don't know. That's the final stage. Some don't go that far.
The big one.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Did Caitlyn say she's going to cut hers off? I don't think she.
I don't know. It's still. I guess she's collecting the money before she announces that.
I don't know if I'm going to do that.
She's certainly making a lot of money off this.
I like having it.
In the transgender community, are you like a poser if you don't get it lopped?
They don't care, I don't think.
They don't care if you get it lopped or not?
Keeping it.
Do you think she's going to
chop it?
Is she going to become a les, or is she going to do men?
Well, I don't know how that works.
She said she don't know how it works yet either.
Yeah. Because I think...
Because, I could see...
I think Bruce,
I could see
when
her
Bruce was talking to Diane Sawyer, he was saying when I become... Well, now we know the name, Caitlyn, I'm going to date women.
Yeah.
He said that.
But now he's saying that he want to date and see how he feels because he don't know. I think he just didn't want to say that he was gay when he said that. I think he was still hiding some stuff.
Wait till he gets a hold of a good one.
I don't know,
He'll
though.
never come back.
So if he was gay as Bruce, he's now straight as Caitlyn? If he takes penis? How does all that work?
Yeah. He said he's a straight.
So weird.
But face it, if he don't chop it off, and he decides to date women, now, wow, they're getting a double, a whammy here. They're getting the boobs, they're getting the dick, they're getting it all. He's gonna
speaking my language.
He's going to have women lined up down, he could get any chick this guy wants. He's not going to want to.
No, he's 65 years old.
Yeah, he's not going to get any chick that I want.
You want it? He'll get any chick he wants.
I think he drastically dropped his numbers.
There's not one woman listening to this show today who would not sleep.
Oh, you could have stopped after today.
Even Opie's wife who's listening, who knows?
She'll give him a chance? Her a chance?
65-year-old woman now. I don't know.
He said he's heterosexual. So as Bruce, he like women. So as Caitlyn, he's going to like men. That's what he was explaining it in that way. That he's heterosexual.
Doesn't that make you gay? How does that all work out at the end?
I don't know how. I don't know. I just know that I believe in his right to do it.
Yeah, I know. Just explain it better to us, because that's
a mess.
That's all really strange.
You think it's all about cash, Opie?
Well, he knows how to capitalize on this stuff, No, I think he really was confused from a very young age. Looks like he had an overbearing father.
Yeah.
And then he was hiding some things for a very long time. Yeah. I do believe there might be a little mental illness involved in this one, but I don't believe there's mental illness involved in all of them.
Right.
But
if you got to hide for 65 years, there's going to be a little things going on with your brain.
That's a long time to hide.
That's a long time to hide.
Yeah. Not hiding, though. He had moments where he wasn't hiding. He was going through some of this stuff and then backed off. And
his wife caught him. All his wives caught him.
Every wife caught him.
Yeah.
Opie, if you could make the type of bread he's going to make off this, would you do the same thing?
Oh, God, no.
No. It's not worth the money, but he would have.
Ian and his silly
Caitlyn
questions.
has to do this. He's not going to work in it. Who else is going to hire him? So he have to make money on this shit.
He didn't have to make money. I'm sure he's set for life.
But what about Kris Jenner now? Now she's no longer the chief matriarch of the family.
Oh, I don't know what's going to happen with this family, but I think we should just discuss it further.
Well, I like the fact that he says he was straight, but now as Caitlyn, if he's going to date dudes,
he's still straight. He says he's still a heterosexual. So that's
strange. You're allowed to say it's strange, right, Ian Halperin?
Of course, it's different.
Yeah.
If you say it on CNN, though, they'll fucking...
I'm on CNN.
They'll be shocked.
I'm on CNN tonight.
With who?
Don Lemon.
All right.
He's a sourpuss.
Lemon's all right at times. He's all right at times.
Back to Khloe Kardashian. Your scoop, your exclusive.
My scoop's over.
No, but bro,
it had a nice run, but it's over.
It went all over the world.
It's over.
He want to write a book about it. He think you can make some money off this Khloe
I'll
daddy
tell you this
thing.
though: the $250,000 is still on the table. How about that?
Still on the table?
But the story's over.
Okay, but still on the table if she comes to you today, takes a DNA test
to prove that Robert Kardashian's her father. She's never going to do that.
Why not? Just to watch you lose 150, she might, or 250, she might.
I'll tell you why she wouldn't do it. Because they know how to make money. So to her, she would figure out how to make $1 million to do it. It'd be a big fucking exclusive for the Keeping Up with the Kardashians or something. Maybe they're keeping that in the back pocket.
But this wasn't a publicity stunt. You are convinced.
Jesus, of course it was a publicity stunt. I don't give a fuck.
You want to get to the bottom of this. That's right.
She's fucking gorgeous in that picture.
She looks good right there.
Yeah, she's very sexy, man.
Very sexy.
I like a big girl like that.
Very
just to smother
sexy.
me.
Even though you're married, would you do her tonight?
No. I'm keeping it.
You're a serial monogamist.
Keeping it real, yeah.
Keeping it 100.
Yes.
You wouldn't bang her for the story?
No.
For the radio show?
I would.
No. Would you bang her?
Yes. And I would keep it secret. That's how much I don't need the story.
Mr. Small.
I would tell nobody.
Would you show her the big side of Mr. Small?
And I would go straight raw, too. I ain't wearing no condom with a
Absolutely.
Raw dog.
Try to squeeze a couple out.
I'm getting on that episode.
Try to squeeze some out. Some of that seed in there.
You better believe that.
That's got to be guaranteed $1 million, right?
Would you jump in
Has
there
to be.
tonight?
Without a doubt.
Definitely
No
Khloe.
condom?
She want a baby.
No.
Chloe wants a baby.
I'd give her one.
I don't know if she...
Would you give her a baby?
I would try my best.
Look at him. Of course you would.
I would give Rob
He's the right
Kardashian
color
a baby.
for that. He's the right color for that.
I'll bust up in Rob. Got the right color for it.
Right color for that.
I would give Caitlyn a baby. right
Man,
behind
poor Rob Kardashian. I mean, this guy's down and out. He's in rehab all the time, and all his sisters are thriving. What do you think of that?
He's
shit?
still making that sock money, right? He's still got socks coming out.
Yeah, he became a big boy. What happened? He got a little too close to Lamar and picked up some bad habits, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Is that what happened with this kid?
I think that he missed Lamar because him and Lamar stopped hanging out as much as they were
were
when
pals.
they
They're
first-
really close.
Yeah. And he went the weight of a dodo. But plus, he's still getting laid, too. If you turn into a fat boy, but you still getting puss, you're going to be a fat boy.
Right.
You got no reason not to be.
He's getting a lot of puss.
A lot of puss?
A lot.
Lot?
Black, white.
Jimmy, did you just bust your cheeks
Latino.
off?
No. I would tell you.
I know you would.
I think we booked China, speaking of big girls.
Oh, yeah?
From the WWE. She had to leave the country for like years.
Why?
Wow.
One of her people called me.
Why'd she have to leave the country?
I thought she was dead.
Because of the drugs and the porn. She knew she had to get her shit together. So I think she went to, I want to say Tokyo.
Oh, really?
And she's finally back in the States for the first time in, I think, 4 years.
Oh, wow.
The military was chasing her. They finally fucking, because she was a monster.
That's going to be good.
I think there's a Kickstarter that shows what she looks like these days. But she had to go away and get her shit together.
Did she go to Tokyo? Because
And I
that's
think
what she
she's
thought
coming on
China
the show
was?
tomorrow or Thursday. It's called the Reconstruction of China or something.
Oh, she made 315 already. Yeah.
Oh boy, no one cares about that.
When is she on?
I think she might be on tomorrow or Thursday. Tomorrow. Push play on this thing.
That's going to be exciting.
After almost 4 years in exile, China's finally coming home. She joins us via webcam in Tokyo.
Oh, she's not coming on tomorrow? She's on webcam?
No, she'll be here live.
It's China here. You know me.
Jeez.
Former WWE wrestler, known as the Ninth Wonder of the World. I'm in Tokyo, Japan, and I have been here for the last 3.5 years. And I'm coming home to America. Just my ticket home to America. I'm about to embark on this documentary where I'm going to come from Japan and basically the reconstruction of China, and we're going to see a lot of old friends and travel across the country and take you on a year's adventure, dish all the dirt, everything that's been going on. I can't do it without my fans. You guys have been through the ringer with me, through the ups, through the downs, and I promise going to give you the whole story. So I love you guys out there.
Wow.
I'm so excited to do this
What's the
together.
whole story?
Love you.
Penis? She's not going to tell us anything. She'll save it for the documentary. She looks good, though. She looks clean.
She has a great
She had a
clit.
porn here before, right? You saw the porn,
Yeah.
Opie?
Oh, boy, yeah. The clit was giant.
I love it.
Yeah,
She's
Jimmy
a great
really
vag.
enjoyed the big clit.
Does she?
Her vag is awesome.
It's a mini penis.
You do like a big clit, though, don't you?
Well, fucking yeah, I do.
Show the clit. It's a big penis.
Does it have a tube sock on it?
She's a big girl.
She's
That is
got
funny, man. That is funny.
It's a mini penis, I should say.
No, she's a lovely naked body.
It's a bit penis-like.
I wouldn't mind.
Anyway. That's it, Ian? That's all you got for us today?
Thank you for having me, Opie. It's always a
It's been a
pleasure
while.
to be here. It's been a while.
Yeah,
it's
you
called
look good.
Whitney and Bobby Christina, Amazon.com, and seriously, this is my best book. I really worked hard on this, and anybody who has listened to a piece of music or seen a movie in the last 40 years has to read this book.
That's a penis.
It's all about the entertainment biz. Amazon.com.
That's a penis.
That's a big clit.
I don't think it's actually a picture of her.
That's not.
Oh, okay. Wow. All right. You scared me, 'cause that's a mini penis disguised as a clit.
Not a good
Which
disguise
documentary
either.
did you? Which documentary did you do on Kurt Cobain?
I worked on both. I worked with Nick Broomfield on the first one.
Yeah.
And the second one was called The Cobain Case.
Okay.
That I did was put out by Paramount.
I love Nick Broomfield.
You like Nick?
I just watched his Heidi Fleiss documentary.
Heidi Fleiss was good. That was good.
That's the one he did in Vegas or at a house?
He was just
you
talking
should see
to
the
all
one.
the characters
Yeah,
that were
he's
involved
good.
with the Heidi Fleiss case.
Nick's good. And then he did Eileen Vornos, the serial killer.
People are telling me that I got to see that.
Yeah,
one.
you got to see that. Charlize Theron played Eileen Vornos
in the movie.
Won the Oscar.
Yeah,
I
but Nick
believe.
Broomfield did a documentary and actually talked
way
to her.
before, way before.
That's my next Nick Broomfield. I'm gonna watch. His technique is really strange. He comes across very aloof.
Yeah, he's Nick,
and somehow people want to talk to him.
You know, his ex, and he still uses her in a lot of films. She filmed Helter Skelter.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Give Me Shelter. She filmed Give Me Shelter.
Okay, that's
Helter Skelter.
That's a little
Vincent
different.
Bugliosi died yesterday or today.
Did he just die?
Yeah, he just died. 80 years old. I'm getting it all mixed up. It's early in the morning.
We had him on the phone once.
Oh, you did?
Yep. For his book, Reclaiming History.
Yeah.
The Kennedy assassination.
I mean, he's the man behind Manson.
He handwrote all that.
Yeah.
He
handwrote.
He handwrote that entire 1,200-page book
Really?
in notebooks. Yeah.
It was a great book.
Yeah.
Respect.
He just
Fantastic.
died? Yeah, he was all right.
Vincent Bugliosi.
He's pretty young to be
Bugliosi,
died,
yeah.
too.
Bugliosi.
But that's not.
Rest in peace.
He prosecuted Manson.
Yeah, that's right. He was the prosecutor, and he wrote many other books after.
Yeah.
But that book was dope. It was fantastic. A classic.
He died. No kidding.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, you're right.
What did he die of?
Cancer.
Okay.
That'll get you.
Yeah, that's the killer,
Our son said Monday night he was 80 years old.
So you guys happy now? Everything's cool. The studio looks fantastic.
Doing
Sam
all right.
Roberts has his own show. His Highness is back in the fold. Everything's rocking and rolling.
We're doing
We're
all
all
right
good.
there,
Mr.
Ian?
Small he's on fire today. Both of these
Thank you,
guys.
sir.
Small does a very good job. He's all over the TV, too.
He is. I know. I've seen him.
Okay.
I got to read this book.
Yeah, we're going to take a break here.
Am I out?
We have David Spade.
We have David. Do you have anything on David Spade?
No, he's much bigger than me. He's much bigger than me above the waist.
He's got Joe Dirt 2 coming out on Crackle. He's
really?
promoting that. And I got to see a very rough cut of the Chris Farley documentary.
Let me ask you one question. Who's the hottest chick you ever had in studio on this show?
That's a good question.
The one you wanted to bang and,
Bailey J.
Okay. She has a penis.
I might have to go with Brooklyn Decker's up there.
She was amazing.
Fuck. We've had a lot of them over
She
the
just had a
years.
kid, right? Didn't she?
She was pregnant in the hallway 2 weeks ago. She was looking real
Look at
good
those
pregnant.
knockies.
Real good pregnant.
Yeah, she's amazing.
I think
God
Brooklyn
almighty.
Decker might be the one.
That's interesting.
I mean, it's tough to beat
you know
that,
something,
right?
Opie?
Yes.
Opie, seriously, you look 10 years younger since the last time I saw you. Last time I saw you, seriously,
Yeah.
you had a beard going.
Yes,
and
I did.
You look so worn out, dude. I
was very worn out here.
I was hoping and praying you're not the next dead celebrity I'm going to write about.
Oh boy, that's a big drop
But I've
off.
never seen you look this good, dude. So
I'm
mazel
working
tov.
out. I'm
Mazel
sleeping
tov.
better. I'm
Yeah.
eating. Look, I got.
How are the kids? How are the kids?
Wonderful. I got
Cold
clean,
pressed juice. Cold
clean
pressed
green
juice.
protein.
Wow.
I'm
Wow.
drinking today. I've lost 15 pounds.
Does that improve your sexual drive, that green?
It sure does. It gives you a big fucking turgid heart on there, Ian Halperin.
After all these years with your wife, you're still banging every night?
Very happy. Extremely happy.
You look great, man.
Thank you, Ian.
You look fantastic.
Thank you.
The last time, seriously, I was worried about you, dude. You had that
it might have been
beard.
depression. I don't know.
Yeah,
It might have been depressed.
I'm really happy for you guys, and I'm a big fan
All
to
right,
this
Ian.
day, and thank you very much for having me. And
good seeing you.
Thank you, Dr. Small.
Thank you, sir.
And always a pleasure. And to all the listeners out there, I love you all. And please support this book, because really, all kidding aside, Whitney and Bobby, The Deadly Price of Fame, is the best book I have written.
I believe it.
I think it's going to do very well. Ian Halperin, you're a friend of the
Peace
show,
out.
and come
Peace
by
out.
anytime.
Thank you,
all right?
guys. Thank you.
Salacious.
We come back with David Spade. Stay there. Sherrod Small in studio, playing comics at Foxwoods this weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Yes. Get your tickets if they're left. Yeah.
Please get your tickets, because we don't pay Sherrod Small.
That's right.
That's how he gets paid.
Yeah, I got to snatch purses outside.
If he gets a few extra, asses in the seats, then it's all good.
Indeed.
So go out of your way and see Sherrod Small. You won't be disappointed, obviously. A very fucking funny guy. Uwe Boll is making some headlines today. We had him on once. I'm trying to remember what the movie was.
I don't remember.
But he's a filmmaker.
Okay.
He's starring some kind of a Kickstarter. And then what? You know what? I don't really know this story.
He got
I'll be
mad or
totally
something
honest with you.
because he was not
I'm a little
getting
confused.
He wasn't getting the money he wanted.
Yeah, he tried many times to try to.
He needed $500,000.
Right.
A sequel to Postal.
To fund his movie project. And then what happened, though?
He only got $29,000. They tried to raise money for the third film in his Rampage series, and it was Indiegogo. He needed $100,000. He only made $6,000. And on Kickstarter, he tried again, and he lowered the goal to $50,000, and he has $29,000 raised on that site.
So who is he mad at?
I guess basically his message is to fuck yourself. Because, I don't know. Let's just watch it. I think he'll let us know.
All right. I'll fill in the blanks. Here's Uwe Boll.
So here's Uwe Boll, and that is the last update. We have only 4 days to do with the Rampage campaign, and that was my third campaign now, after Postal 2 failed, after Indiegogo for Rampage 3 failed, and now Kickstarter failed too. And basically my message is, fuck yourself. Because that is so fucking absurd. What retarded amateur idiots collecting money on that absurd website, you know? We get approached by people like Kickstarter. Do it. And you have hundreds, thousands of people contacting you to make a fast dime to say, I can push your campaign and I get 10% of whatever you collect. And it's all fucking bullshit, and I will never do it in my life again. For me, crowdfunding is absolutely dead. Goodbye. And it looks like nobody gives a shit about Rampage 3, so maybe I shouldn't do it then. I have enough money to play golf till I'm dead. And I was willing to do all of this as the campaigns to make any money. I want to do Rampage 3 because it is an important movie. But it looks like you're easier giving $600,000 if you make a movie about some retarded wizard in the forest, or for another whatever Marvel Avengers bullshit dirt. So goodbye and goodbye Hollywood.
Marvel's Avenger bullshit dirt.
So he's mad at he's mad at the people that aren't funding through these Kickstarter type websites, and he's mad at the Kickstarter type websites because they're taking their cut.
Uwe Boll, yeah.
Yeah, so I got it.
Well, I don't think he's mad that they're taking a cut. I think he's mad that they were implying they could, like, oh, dude, you'll
do well,
yeah.
and we only take 10% or whatever. Yeah, okay.
He gotten a lot of criticism because in one of his scenes, he did like a 9/11 thing. It was actually a really cool scene where he had a window washer, and from the window washer's point of view, you could see the plane coming, and he just thought that would be like an interesting. The open thing was in Postal. It was the first scene in Postal, which was a takeoff on 9/11, where they show. You have to fast forward a teeny bit, Adrian, but
we will be created by
and make it bigger.
Not precise.
They're showing the two.
I can look at that. Or 75. Hey, I'm not greedy, but what if it's 10?
Two pilots chatting.
Yeah.
Go through faster.
It's about the virgins.
It's mildly amusing. Now they're showing the people breaking the cockpit. And they're, where's the window washer?
There's the window washer. And here comes
This is the guy
plane.
washing windows.
Oh, yeah.
And he got and it's his postal. So it shows the plane coming at you, then the explosion. So he got a lot of crap for that.
Yes.
That was intense, though, that crash.
Secret first sequence of Postal, if you want to see it on YouTube. That's how it's labeled.
Wow.
Yes. He came on our show to talk about that. I do remember this guy, so he's not too happy.
Yeah, he seems angry. The angrier he got, the more German he sounds.
Yeah, but he has enough. But he has enough. He has enough money to play golf for the rest of his life, so he's good.
Then take some of that money and fund your own movie.
That's
stupid.
a great point. Use that money to fund your own movie, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you fund it?
And why not?
Well, maybe golf's just really cheap there. No, I only have $200. That's all you need for golf. No, golf is not expensive in Germany. We play on old Jewish land we took.
It like he was just an inch away from saying it, so fuck you, Jew Hollywood.
Yeah, right. We know who runs Hollywood. We hear my accent and you don't like it. There's one message is, fuck you, I want to make Rampage 3 or Postal 15. Postal 15 is an important film. We want to show other things.
Did you see the whole Postal?
I didn't see more than that scene.
Really?
Couldn't get through it.
That was about it.
Yeah. But I want to make Postal 3 and the people told me they would see it.
His movies find their audience. He does well for himself.
But the piece of shit at Kickstarter tell me we're going to make you money and you'll get 10%. But then nothing happens because, as my friend Mel said it, Jews control Hollywood. And you know, it is all the Jews. I used to play chess with my friend and he was always, Bobby something or other, would always talk about the Jews control.
You're bordering on Jamaican Jimmy, you know.
No, I'm not. This is a perfect German accent.
I heard a little Jamaican Jimmy in there, a little bit.
No, I am German. I'm speaking to my Jew friends. Oh, look, it is my Jamaican friend. Look, man, you're right. Okay. The Jews are taking everything. They're taking everything. That is what I've been saying.
It's a room full of people in here.
Yeah. So he'll be on the show at 10 o'clock. We're going to talk to him and see what all this is about, fill in the blanks. Then we got David Spade in minutes promoting Joe Dirt 2, Beautiful Loser, premiering on Crackle. July 16th. He's releasing it right to Crackle.
Okay, what's Crackle?
That first movie, Joe Dirt, had horrible reviews, barely made any money.
We loved it.
But despite all that, became a cult favorite.
How did it make no money? I mean, in a theater,
it was a moderate success at first, debuting at 4. It grossed $27 million domestically and nearly $4 million overseas.
That's just pretty good money.
With a budget of $17 million.
That's a good budget.
Very negative reviews with only 11% on Rotten Tomatoes. Despite all this, it became a cult favorite.
I only need $400 to do my next film. $17 million is a pretty good budget. I could make Rampage Part 3 through Part 427 for $17 million. I would make all those movies for nothing. And I'll play golf until I'm dead. Why, do you have a lot of money saved? No, I have terminal cancer. I'm going to die in 2 weeks. I have enough money for 2 weeks worth of golf. I'm going to play. And I'm going to play 9 holes of golf and then I'm going to die. Jews won't give me my money. Damn Jews.
Oh, shit. So... I never saw Joe Dirt all the way through.
It's great. I love Joe Dirt.
I know. Everyone says you got to watch it because it's a cult movie now.
How did it not make money, though? They still show it on cable. They got to pay the studios when they play it on cable. It's been playing for the last 12 years.
If you do the numbers, it made over $10 million profit. But, I mean, a lot of these movies, they expect to make,
But they still got to get paid more when they show it on television,
and I'm
right?
sure it's still making money.
It's still making money.
Yes.
Not much at this point, though.
Not much, but it's been out of the theaters for 10 years, over 10 years.
10 years.
Back when Dennis Miller was still relevant. Remember that?
Well, and then
shots fired.
I also want to ask you about the Chris Farley documentary.
Who's doing that?
I am doing it. I need I'm trying to get a Kickstarter. I need $172. I'm going to do the entire documentary for that. That's including travel. But I started Kickstarter, and the Jews, rotten Hebrews, I have $11 in my Indiegogo. They tell me we can take 10%. I said, no, fuck you.
Oh, man.
Just want to do the documentary. I'm doing a Kurt Cobain documentary, but another man has done it already.
Right.
So I'm just going to film his documentary on my TV and release it. I need $272,000 for that documentary.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see that working.
I Am Chris Farley will be out this summer.
Oh.
Saw a very rough cut of it. And obviously David Spade was, pals with Mr. Farley there. So
Yeah.
Chris Farley wasn't a writer, though. He hung around SNL waiting for people to write for him and getting in everyone else's skits.
I believe it. He was funny. He was just funny, man.
It was all get up.
All get up.
They got
Get out.
They got great clips in the documentary of him on Letterman.
Oh, really?
Oh, my God. Just killing it with that innocence that he had. He was fucking funny.
Yeah, he was funny.
Bob Saget's in the movie, getting a little emotional in the documentary. I didn't know that Bob Saget knew Chris Farley.
Oh, I'm
He's
sure.
a Chicago guy, right? Bob Saget? Isn't he Chicago or no?
I don't know if he's from Chicago. I don't think Bob was from Chicago.
Okay, here comes the big star now. Is he going
Is
to
that
come
Wolf
in? Or is he
with
going? Who is that?
Who?
Who's that with him?
I don't know. Blonde hair, so I like him automatically.
I think I know that told
His blonde hair.
That guy looks familiar. I saw him in the documentary.
Wolf.
Oh, he's going to bite you.
What's up, David Spade?
Hey.
Welcome, buddy.
Hello.
How's it going, man?
We were just pushing your appearance big time.
Oh, this appearance.
Yeah, just in general, talking about Joe Dirt and how. Now, hear me out.
Yeah.
It became
Hey, what's up, man?
It became a cult favorite, obviously.
Thank you.
But
Yeah.
But at first, it was slight. It was a bit
didn't do well,
disappointing.
yeah. It did all right. Those kind of movies, you do them, and you would hope it makes $100 million. That's sort of the mark that you go for, but I really never get there. Actually, with the grown-ups, but that's a team effort.
Yeah.
But my movies were always hovering a little lower. But same as Tommy Boy. When you look back, some stick around, and some you don't talk about as much. So I've done probably 25, and I hear about 4. So not a great slugging percentage, but the ones I hear about, they seem to resonate. Joe Dirt, Tommy Boy.
When did you realize that Joe Dirt was a success? Because at first you're probably sitting there going, "Fuck, man."
It did okay, and they were like, fine. They didn't expect miracles from it.
Yeah.
But over time, it got more and more stuff happening. So probably 5 years later, and then 10 years later, when I still hear it on Twitter every day, I thought, shit. Because my buddy Fred Wolf is here. He wrote it with me.
Did I say that's Wolf?
Yeah, Sherrod goes, "That's Fred. That's the Wolf."
Yeah. Fred wrote and he directed it.
Yeah.
But it was people, even like Dana White, you get people that want to kick in money to make a sequel. So that was where we were going to do it just for Sony, and then Deuce Bigalow 2 came out.
Right.
And it didn't do as well, and so they postponed it. Problem is, Sony, I'm not a big enough star. I'm not even like a top 30 actor, so for Sony, who does 12 movies a year, to do it with me is a miracle anyway, and then Deuce Bigalow 2 did not help. And then it came around again, and then Pink Panther 2 came out, and that didn't do what they thought. So it was sort of dead, and then Dana White said, "I'll kick in some money. Let's try to make it." And then Kid Rock said, "I'll kick in $5 million." Everyone was sort of wanting to make it, but they won't take outside money. So I just had to wait.
Why won't they take it? They won't take outside investors?
What?
Why?
Like Sony to do a Sony movie.
Oh.
I mean, if I just made this up, then they could do it. But Sony owns it, so they're doing Crackle, and they want to help blow that up. So they say, "Hey, why don't you do it, and we'll do it for that, and then that'll get more eyes to Crackle, and then you get to do your movie." And I was like, "Okay." So we did it. We had the script, we just had to tweak it, and then we went out to Louisiana and did it in 5 weeks. I was in every scene. I was pretty crazy because I'm, growing up, so I'd kick, cruise in and cruise out. This was like 5 a.m. every day. I was like, oof, I'm not known to be a hard worker, and it was.
It sucks when you got to carry the whole load, right?
Squeak that wig on. And then, but had a great time, but it was tough, and it was a tighter budget than the first one.
Right.
A lot of chaos. What's happening? Go yell at
Jimmy.
Everybody.
What is going on? A lot of
yeah.
The door was open.
So when does it come out, Joe Dirt 2 on Crackle?
July 16th.
July 16th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's amazing. That's soon.
How cool is Dana White? And how cool is it that he wanted to give you $5 million?
He goes, "Hey, I'll kick in," and
we love Dana White.
Love him, and he goes, "That's perfect for UFC." He goes, "My kids like it. I like it. Why aren't you doing it?" And he's such a cheerleader for something he likes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you see him with Ronda Rousey, you see him with people, he gets really into it. So he's always been cool about it, and to me, and that we couldn't do it, but he's nice enough to at least that helps get the ball rolling, get your confidence going, and then we bring it up again. So it came. So we did it. It's pretty funny. Christopher Walken came back. Kid Rock was doing an album. He couldn't come back, which sucked. And he was funny. So we got more people that hate Joe Dirt in the town. And Brittany Daniel, the girl that played Brandy, all the guys like. And so it's pretty much the same squad. And it went great. So I think it's great. I don't know, but I think I'm happy with it because I was scared I would be nervous on a show like this.
People love Crackle, too. Crackle's got some good stuff on it.
Right.
Yeah, I almost did a special on Crackle. My one agent, I was like, these guys are, I'm not doing it, but it's like they're getting a reputation of doing, like, they were trying to get new, original stuff.
Yeah, I think that's what they all, try to get a foothold. And they have that Jerry show. So
Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee.
Yeah, so that's a great one to have. And then that brings in
other people, because
you got someone already took a risk over there and they did a good job. So we had a good time and might do another one. You never know how it goes, but they can tell just because the trailer's doing well on there, on YouTube and whatever, that they can tell already that at least there's some interest and it's not a total disaster.
But financially, the goals have to be different, though, if it's on the website, because they know people can't just go out and spend money to go see it. So how do they make the money?
It's hard. Yeah, they have commercials, and it's free. And unlike some of the other ones where you pay monthly, I guess, because I don't watch a lot of those because I'm a little out of it. But I think Crackle is free, so you can watch it at noon, watch it too. Just keep watching it all day. And that's the type of movie that kids do that with.
Right.
They just watch them over and over.
Over again.
I've seen, that's just on Comedy Central. Those movies like Billy Madison, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Black Sheep, Benchwarmers.
Well, I mean, you mentioned Tommy Boy earlier. I forgot that movie didn't have good reviews at first either, which is crazy.
Made $34 million.
Which is crazy to me. I love that movie from the first time I saw it. It was an amazing movie.
Me too.
But it also had to find its audience, which is kind of strange.
Yeah, that one took a while, but it...
And that's a movie that people quote every day on Twitter, too, by the way.
That's nice. That one, when I had meetings for the next 10 years, people bring it up. I mean, you can't...
How did they not like that movie from the beginning?
You know what? It wasn't even not like. It's just no one really knew me and Farley, and it was our first thing, and 34 million was good for then. It was all right. It would be probably like doing 60 now, but nothing crazy. And and then it has that afterlife. Once it's on video and people see it, and their friends see it, and they tell people about it. And that's sort of what Joe Dirt did, and some of the other movies didn't.
Yeah.
But you hear about some of these movies I did, and people are like, you were in that? I'm like, I know, I don't know.
What's one do you think that should have done a lot better? I mean, I'm sure like everything you do, you want, but like what's one you look at, you're like, what the fuck, man?
God, I don't know. I mean, some didn't do well, and I saw it coming a little bit. The funny thing is, you don't go out to make a bad movie. You usually read it, and there's something good there. And as we're seeing, just putting this together, there's so many ways to go wrong. The shooting, the casting, the editing, the music. There's so many problems. You go, the marketing. If you lined it all up, the good thing about Tommy Boy was just they let us go up there. Me and Farley, Fred Wolf was there, and the director, and we just would make up shit because no one was there. They didn't expect anything. Lauren just sent us up. It was during SNL. We're going back and forth, but Fat Guy in the Little Coat was just like, hey, you did this at the office yesterday. Why don't we throw it in? And he's like, does anyone think this is funny? And I go, I don't know, But housekeeping, I would go to his door to get him in the morning, and I'd go, housekeeping. And he'd go, okay. And I go, housekeeping. And then he goes, oh, it's you. And I'm like, it's me every fucking day. But he's so out of it in the morning, he doesn't know. Shut up. And then when I come to the door, and once I go, let's do housekeeping here. And they're like, even the director's nice. He goes, it doesn't really move the story along, but let's just try it. Who knows? And those throwaways in the whole movie are what save it. Because we were talking on the way out here that the deer waking up scene is the one that tested with the audiences as the number one scene by far.
Right.
And then later you go, oh yeah, that's funny. But that's not the one you think of all the time. You think of little jokes throughout, and that's movies I grew up with, Caddyshack and all that. You want to be one of those where Animal House, Stripes, the ones that...
something you could quote.
Right. And then when you see kids that a movie like that is to them like that was to us, that's fun.
Yeah.
If they grew up on it, that's fun.
I got to see the Chris Farley documentary.
Oh, you saw that already?
Yeah, they gave me a very raw cut. Yeah, it was good, very good.
It was so raw. It was about someone else.
They don't. Well, it says credit here. There was no music in it.
I don't even think it's done. Yeah,
the volume levels were all fucked up.
Is it good? Is it sad? Is it interesting?
It's funny and it's also sad. You almost have Bob Saget crying in this film.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even know Bob Saget. I was just saying before you got in here.
Had any feelings?
Had any feelings? Yes.
No, that he was tight with him. You mean?
Yeah.
I don't even know if he was, but maybe just all those people that like Chris in the comedy world, they probably wanted to interview.
How was your relationship with him? Because you guys were very different people. Because you're a writer. Yeah. On SNL, he didn't really write anything. He kind of waited around for people to put him in their sketches and write for him.
That was where Fat Guy Don't Go came out, because we shared an office, and you had to walk through our tiny office to get to Adam and Chris Rock. So we had them parading through all day, and then they'd lock the door and they'd start writing, and I'd go, ugh, just shitty wooden desks and a piece of paper. You don't have a computer or anything. And then Chris would sit behind me like, and he goes, Dad. And I go, dude. He goes, turn around. I go, if this is Fat Guy in the Lookout, I don't want to see it anymore. It's not funny. It's fucking played out. And he goes, no. I got a whole new thing going. And then I turn around. He's got my jacket on. Fat Guy in the Lookout. No, you give up on it. And that's why it always made us laugh. And so you put it in the movie. But he, we were fine. Met him the first day. He was on SNL. We walked over from the hotel together. Had laughs. He's very disarming. He's very sweet, Wisconsin guy, very nervous, very excited to be on the show. Didn't realize how good he was. No one did. But, you get attracted to talent. When you see comedians that are good, you go, fuck, this guy's good. People like that. And SNL, that was almost everyone, because Conan O'Brien's are just the writers are great.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Mike Myers is there, and Dana Carvey's great. Dennis Miller's a writer, and Conan, Bob Odenkirk, Smigel. And then they throw you in a room and go, okay, write your shit. I'm like, well, what do I do? And they go, here's a legal pad. Then you just hand it in. Mm-hmm. And I go, what do I write about? No one says one fucking word. And then the doors all close and you go, so I just write a sketch of, write your name here. And you can't get anything on because you go to read through and all you're doing for the first year is trying not to stand out and be so shitty that everyone goes, what the who wrote? Because they all look at the name and they go, and there's 70 people in read through and all the cast is sweating around there and it's 3.5 hours. So I was just trying for the first 10 shows to not stand out as horrible. Yeah. And then to try to even compete with those writers. And then Dana writes something or Mike Myers, that's in. Then there's Wayne's World, there's this, you're like, oh, and then Sandler's doing Opera Man. You're like, everyone's just too good. It's too hard. So, I'm sorry, back to Chris. Chris was so easy at that. And immediately everyone wrote for him because they just saw him walk around the office and say something dumb and yell and do this. And they're like, oh, he'd be great in this. And then every scene he steals because he does something. Like in the documentary, he does Pepper Boy. Remember that story?
Of course.
I'm glad they showed that footage because I was hoping, you remember something and I go, oh, fuck. I hope it's the same as I remember it. Yeah. He had a big bee beard on. He looked so crazy. And he's like, why, thank you, Pepper Boy. Even Dana and Adam are looking at him like, are you fucking kidding with the way you're delivering this? Just say your line.
He was supposed to just have one line for the people that don't know, and it wasn't supposed to get a laugh, really.
Right.
And he flew all the way in just to do the one line and decided.
We were doing Tommy Boy and come back.
And supposedly he decided to put the big beard on to really make him stand out.
Sort of mad that he only had one line and we flew all the way back and I had nothing, so I was just watching, but he had to get all the rigmarole on. Yeah. Sandler and Dana are killing in this Pepper Boy sketch. Yeah. And the Pepper Boy's supposed to go, hey, can you want more pepper? And he goes, why, thank you, Pepper Boy. And he goes, hey. And Sandler gives him all this pepper, and then Dana yells at Sandler. And for no reason, Chris goes, why, thank you, Pepper Boy. Sure, I'll have one. And everyone just stares at him and goes, what are you doing? And the audience laughs, and those guys are like, are you stealing this?
He just stole the whole skit with one line.
Because before, you only got one line, he goes, watch this.
Yeah. I want to go back to the process at SNL. Did you see the James Franco documentary?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Travis turned me on to it. James Franco did a film project where he was able to film at SNL for a week and really show
like
the process.
Monday meeting and all that shit.
I've heard over the years, like anyone else, but you get to see it for, I think, the first time in detail.
I bet it is, yeah.
And it shows all you guys, the cast of
I've never seen
2010, and everyone in their offices getting their scripts together, getting their skits together, and then the read-through, which is 50. There's 50 potential
horrible, yeah. Every
skits.
week is different, yeah.
And it's 3.5 to 4 hours that they sit there and read their stuff.
Do they ever bail on a sketch? Like if one is bombing miserably, is there ever a point where someone just go like, forget it, this stinks?
They bail in dress rehearsal where they'll just at the last minute.
They usually don't bail in the read-through. But Lorne, one time with me, he got mad because I had obviously nothing week after week. But I go, Chris. Then I start leaning on Chris. I go, Chris, one time for just to be stupid, I go, Goo Goo, are you in the honey pot again? He goes, no. And so I go, here's a dumb sketch where it's called Goo Goo in the honey pot. And it's a huge honey pot. And Chris is in there with honey and he's trying to crawl out. And I go, did you get the honey pot? And he goes, no. But he's covered with honey with his finger in his mouth. And go, Goo. Everyone's like, Goo Goo. He's wearing like a diaper. It's so stupid. But he goes, I want to do it. I think it's funny. So I write it up, and Lauren gets to, it's like sketch 28. And he goes, they flip it. It's Alec Baldwin next to him where the host is. He goes, Goo Goo in the honey pot. Then he goes, turns it over and goes to the next one, Wayne's World. I go,
wow.
Oh my God. Everyone just goes, what the fuck? He didn't even read it. I go, holy shit. And then everyone's like, Farley's like, you're fucked.
Oh, man.
Because I knew Lauren would go, David, why are you fucking wasting time and read through with this shit that's never getting on? I'm like, I think it says Goo Goo, an 8-foot honey pot. And he's just picturing props building it, going, fuck you.
That concept sounds funny.
It just sounds stupid. I mean, there was a sketch, I think maybe him and Adam wrote where he's trying to get on a raft after he oils up, like they did that later. And that I think that even got to run through. I don't know. It's all funny because at that point, it was, he'd been there for 4 years. Anything you dish him like that, he'll go overboard and kill it. So you just go, I want to be the writer just getting a sketch on. So everyone would just put him in stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
So how do you how long are you there before you start being comfortable enough to do characters and voices in a read through? Like you said, for 10 months you just don't want to suck.
Yeah.
Like what happens where you finally go like, okay, I'm comfortable enough to just take a risk and just eat it if I have to.
You're basically just trying not to get fired. I mean, I did 4 shows at the end of the season. I was brought on for 4 with Rob Schneider, and even Dennis Miller said, Spudley, you better get something on or they're not going to bring you back. But he didn't tell me it's impossible to get something on. So I wrote a Michael J. Fox. I was trying to write to my strength. What did I do in my audition? What did they know? Do I have any impressions? I really don't do impressions. I did Michael J. Fox. I wrote a sketch about Life Alert. Hacky. It was actually sort of funny. It was a woman lonely and she kept calling Life Alert Jan Hooks.
Yes.
And then they keep coming over and she just wants to hang out with them. She goes, Life Alert. My hand is stuck in the toaster and it's on dark. Hurry. And so they keep coming over. We can't, and it's Kevin Nealon, we can't keep coming over. And she's like, oh, have some crumpets. So that got actually pretty close, but didn't get on. That was one of my first weeks. And then I never got anything close after that. So then the summer came, and that was the Dice Clay show I was there for when he came, the crazy show.
That was Nora Dunn. Who wouldn't do it, and
my third show.
Yeah. She boycotted the show,
and Sinead did too, right? Or she had a problem, or
Sinead, when she ultimately came on, I think she said no because Sinead did the ripped up picture when she came on.
The Pope. Yeah.
Let me ask you the Dice question with Nora Dunn. What did the cast members think of Nora Dunn boycotting?
I think they were split between thinking it was an attention-getting thing for her, and also it was her last season. I think she wanted a little heat before she left. By the way, I didn't know the game back then. I would never think that back then. But now you'd be like, on the way out, get your name out there. And then Nora Dunn, I won't say anything bad about her. One of the most solid chicks on there, or any performer. Her and Jan Hooks, I couldn't believe were so good.
What happened to her after that, though? I haven't heard much about her.
She did stuff on sitcoms, and Jan did too. When you're so good at broad characters, it almost hurts you in the real world. Because Sherry O'Terry, Dana, so good on the show.
Right.
But when you're playing it more real, or even if they want to play it smaller or play it more real, I think they don't get the chance because people go, oh, they play it really big. You know, they play it like cheerleader style.
Right.
And when I was there, I didn't even do as good because I was too under. But when you go to a show or movie, that helps.
Right.
So that's the only reason I had any success, even though most people say on Twitter either your career died with Farley or they say I wish you died instead of Farley.
Oh, Jesus.
That's my Jimmy Kimmel mean tweet they never let me do. I go, you should, because I get it every single day. But just it's hard after SNL. You just scrap along trying to just shoot me was lucky, I have to say. But that kept me alive for a while. And then everything else, you just have to keep hustling, trying to get something going. And keep it going, keep it alive.
Is the Eddie Murphy story true? About Hollywood
Eddie
Minute?
Murphy story is true, yeah. I just wrote a book. Quinn's got a book coming out.
Right there. Yeah, I'm doing the, there's an event tonight at Barnes & Noble.
I'm doing the backward for it. I'm kidding.
At the end. It's 7 o'clock in Union Square. I'm interviewing Colin for an hour or whatever it is.
Dismal.
And
that'll be great.
But the Eddie
it'll be average. And we're doing, and the book is hilarious, though.
It's really
I'm sure he's so
it's
good.
well written. It's great. But the Eddie Murphy, I mean, that you got a bad rap for that. The Hollywood Minute was a hilarious bit.
Well, what was the joke? What happened with Eddie Murphy?
He showed a picture of Eddie Murphy and said, "Oh, look, a falling star," or something like that.
Falling star, make a wish.
And then supposedly Eddie Murphy didn't come on the show for 20 years because of that joke.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he have a sense of humor about it?
Well, yeah. I mean, he is obviously one of the funniest ever, and I was a huge fan, and that's what bummed me out. Because I forget, you're sitting there assassinating people. The funny part was for Hollywood Minute, I was new. I was on from Arizona. I was blonde. I was about 18. Mm-hmm. They don't know me, and I'm out there going, "Hey, who's this asshole?" "Hey, Glenn Close, fuck you." They're like, "What?" The most harmless people.
But it's a great bit for SNL.
You know why it worked then is because now it seems so easy and boring and all the roast, but they only had People magazine back then, so everything was so fawning over celebrities.
Yeah.
You don't even do that. So for someone unknown, would you sit there and go, "Hey, this guy's a fucking asshole. Haven't we had enough of this shit?" And everyone's like, "Our precious celebrity?" And so, I go, "Robert Redford, hey, it's called Sunscreen. Look into it." And everyone's like, "What?" And I go, "Yeah. Are you remaking Leatherface?" No, I'm kidding. Anyway, and I just keep going, and they're like, "Robert Redford's an icon."
But that took balls.
So funny.
That was like our age growing up going, "Oh, that's funny," because that's what we would all do,
Yeah.
I was reading a magazine in the writer's room, not knowing what to do. And I think Bob Odenkirk, I was talking out loud going, "Oh, look at this fucking dick." I go, "Really? Another movie from this asshole? What did we do?" And then I go, "Oh, The Bodyguard." Someone goes, "You see The Bodyguard?" I go, "Yeah." And I want my money back. And they go, "Why don't you just do that? Just line those up." And so we found a way to do it. But that one and then the Eddie one, he did not like, and he called the show and kept calling, and then he called me, and I finally got on the phone with him, and he reamed me out. And
did you apologize or did you defend yourself?
I think I quickly apologized.
What did he say?
I had to say, "Hey, listen, we're all comedians." We were not equal comedians. I was a fucking pipsqueak.
Yeah.
He was the king of comedy, and I was not going to. I was so hurt because I was such a fan. I'm like, not only does he know who I am now, and he hates me within seconds.
Yeah.
So it was tough.
Could you understand? I understand why he would be mad about that. Even though you gotta have a sense of humor, like if it's a fun shot, but then he's like, "Oh, this guy's really taking a shot at my career."
Well, he's a comic, though. You guys beat the shit out of each other all the time.
But yeah, you would usually know the people who do it.
Yeah, if a guy you don't know,
if a guy you don't know,
you felt on the show that you helped save, took a shot at you that didn't feel like it was in fun, that it was like legit, like ugh.
Sounds like the call I had.
Right,
but this is what he was saying.
But that was kind of what he felt.
You wouldn't have a career with that.
But as a fan of SNL, I loved the bit.
Sure,
I loved it. How many times did you get to do it before they finally?
Stern just played a bit where Eddie Murphy had Garrett Morris, and Garrett Morris had just left the show or gotten fired, and he goes, "Hey, Major League Baseball, you want to draft? Why don't you draft this guy? I've heard he's got some free time on his hands." Yeah. I'm like, it's the same
shots.
joke.
Yes. Yeah.
So, but of course, and Eddie Murphy did a million jokes about Mr. T and all the stuff he did. So it's all the same.
Yeah.
Nobody likes it. SNL made fun of me a year later. I was like, what the fuck? But I say I liked it. I didn't like it. Of course.
What did they say about you?
Yeah.
He's doing impressions. I'm fucking David Spade, piece of shit. I'm like, God damn it, I'm not even out the door.
I'm David Spade, a piece of shit.
Or whatever it was, you know.
Oh, man.
So it's hard. I don't want that, but
Well, it takes balls to do that bit for us.
that bit was fun, and that got me going on there because I didn't have a lot of great character work.
Yeah.
Gap Girls, maybe, but I
Gap
just
Girls was
stumbled into a
hilarious.
few of those.
Hilarious.
And Gap Girls funny. I love Leave Me Alone, I'm Starving, or Lay Off Me, I'm Starving is one of the
Lay
funniest.
off. Yeah, Chris Farley's big
So
line.
writing Gap Girls was only a proud moment because I only wrote it so me, Adam, Chris, Schneider could all be in a sketch together, so we could be in rehearsal all week, and then that would be funny. The women weren't on the show enough, and that was a big problem back then. And then to write it where we play women, they all fucking hated me.
I'm sure.
Of course, understandably. And then we just had really a lot of fun with it. And then those are some of my favorite. I remember one time Alec Baldwin was my boyfriend, and he didn't really like me. He's just using me. And I'm like, you guys. And they're like, he's using you. And I go, no, but doesn't he always say you look like you slept on your face? I go, he's very honest. He's a cancer. And they're like, listen to yourself. Wake up. And I see him, and he goes, I tried to come over last night. I go, no, you didn't. He goes, I know, but I called. No, I came by, but I cut my hand on your gate. I go, I don't have a gate. He's like, that's what I said. But he just totally manipulates me, and I'm like, okay, I get it now. You're sorry. So, and then they go, and you're making women weak, which was even,
fuck.
you know.
Funny's funny in the
That's
end.
the
Who
shit
gives a
we deal with
fuck?
out
I don't
there,
need to delve into comedy that deeply.
No, you know how it is. So, you know, people get in trouble all the time.
Right.
They want everyone edgy, and then you go not that was edgy, but one step too far, and then I did a joke at the Spike Awards, and they came out.
Was it this year? Because Eastwood got one cut this year, too, where he made a Caitlyn Jenner, a harmless reference. It wasn't even nasty. He said Caitlyn something.
And then they have to tell the world. Even though the joke will never air, they still have to tell the world, look what Clint Eastwood said.
I introduced Hannah Davis, and I said all these nice things about her, and I go, and I listen, she's gorgeous, and I'm willing to even overlook the fact that she was a man 2 weeks ago. And then I go, Hannah Davis, just like a throwaway.
Right.
And then they came backstage, whoa, stop, you're going on in a minute. They go, we can't have this, this joke is gone.
Oh.
And I go, wait, but I had it in there all day. I go, it's not even, when something's in the vernacular of the world, it's the biggest story. You have to hint on it in comedy. You just have to. And it's nothing against it. It's just mentioning it in a weird way. And they go, no, we have an anti-transition policy at Spike. I go, I'm sure that's a new policy. Has that been there for years?
Anti-transition?
Transition joke policy. Like
what?
Transgender joke. I go, this is...
Wow.
I'm guessing.
But that's the real Guys Network, though. It's the Guys' Choice Award. That's how guys think. We're all sensitive to trans issues as far as humor is concerned. Well, it's way to have your finger on the pulse.
Right.
Good job.
It's
pathetic.
You know, with the roasts out and stuff, it's like you have to at least try to get in the world of being funny. So, not that was even a great joke. I was just shocked that it was a throwaway.
Anti-transition? That's mind-boggling to me.
Yeah.
I heard they don't play Mrs. Doubtfire on that channel anymore. Just off of that, yeah.
So, like
it's
Jimmy
a joke,
said,
Opie.
I didn't know.
Way.
You know what, though?
It's too close to being real.
You believed it, though.
Why not?
Yeah.
Like Jimmy said, it's a Guys Network that is ridiculously sensitive. During the taping while presenting San Andreas, star Dwayne Johnson with a special award. Eastwood compared Johnson to other athletes turned actors like Jim Brown and Caitlyn Somebody.
Yes.
That's what they
harmless. But that's technically, you know...
So did he say Caitlyn Somebody?
You know what? Yeah, he said Caitlyn Somebody.
Yeah.
Oh,
my God.
And they don't even know if they should get mad about it. They're like, is that a joke? No one really gets it. They're like, that's bad, right? But everyone's like, no, it's nothing really. But they're like, but you said Caitlyn.
The joke is the transition. No, we understand. The joke is that whenever the heads are nodding quickly, you're finished. The joke is... All right, you win.
We're being told David Spade has to go.
Okay.
Man, that's crazy.
So,
Joe Dirt 2.
Joe Dirt 2 on Crackle on July 16th. We'll all be checking that out, definitely.
Yes, thank you, guys.
And then the Chris Farley documentary coming out later this summer.
Yeah.
Hey, one last question. There's 3 brothers. The one went into comedy. What did the other 2 guys do? They don't explain in the documentary.
Kevin both do comedy.
Oh, there's 2 that do. Okay.
Tommy is back in Wisconsin. He works for the Chris Farley Foundation. And Barb, their other sister, who's a sweetheart, is back there, too. So the mom's still there. The whole squad.
Okay.
So
it's gotta be hard to have the last name Farley doing stand-up, though, because everyone's just going to compare you to
Kevin
your brother.
opens for me sometimes. He does a good job. And,
I see Kevin from
Johnny
time to time.
does commercials and improv stuff.
Right,
and
right.
It's harder for Kevin because he looks like him.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
David,
thanks,
thank
guys.
you, buddy.
Nice to see y'all.
Good seeing you,
Absolutely,
man.
man. Take care,
We're going
Dave.
to take a quick
Yeah,
break.
appreciate
Joe
it.
Dirt 2, Beautiful Loser, premieres on Crackle on July 16th. David Spade was all right, huh, Jimmy?
Great. Really great guest.
He was very open. I like that he talked about the Eddie Murphy thing.
Yeah, he's I like him a lot. He's a very comfortable guy and very fun to talk to.
What would you do? You make a joke about a big celebrity, right? And then that celebrity calls you. How would you handle that, Jim Norton?
Well, when Steve Martin called me out, although what I said was kind of
Oh, that's
shitty
right.
in
It
my
did
book.
kind of happen to you.
Yeah, but I legitimately felt bad about that before. So I apologized to him. But I had said that before I ever met him, that I didn't feel right about that. Like, I felt like I hit him too hard, and he hadn't done anything to me. It was just shitty.
Right. A little different, though, because you weren't making a joke. You were really expressing how you felt about, I think it was the Pink Panther at the time, right?
It honestly depends. I mean, even though you got to have a sense of humor, as Murphy, I get why that pissed him off, because they hate, like, if I had something fail, and then someone went on and said, "Oh, look, a falling star," like said something that I didn't think that they were trying to be fun with. I mean, he can say it, but I'd be annoyed. Sure, who wouldn't like it?
How would you? This was the question. You were out of studio, so you make a joke to a big celebrity,
Right.
and then they actually call you on the phone. How do you handle that?
It depends on the celebrity and what I said.
Way bigger than you.
Way bigger than me. It depends.
To any
on
celebrity.
But see, here's the thing.
So any reality star,
Dead or alive. So first of all, wait, what happened now? So
you're on this.
I mean,
the character Hollywood
Here's the
man.
thing. Eddie Murphy, if he would have said it on a different show other than SNL about Eddie Murphy, I would have been fine with that.
That was his home base.
Right. This is like your high school that you built an auditorium.
Yeah.
And letting some kid get on stage and talk about you.
And then you're going to look like, what the hell's going on around here?
But then to take it out on everybody at SNL for 20 years. Because I guess Eddie Murphy would probably assume everyone signed off on the joke.
Right. He thought Lauren and everybody.
Lauren had many chances to cut that joke before it went to air.
And nobody cut it.
He was like,
Lauren,
fudge that.
Got it.
Marcy Klein. He thinking somebody who he knew there let this ride.
How would you handle that, though?
If I was him?
Well, not in that. Just
if somebody.
Let's say you go on Fox, Red Eye, or whatever, one of the Greg Gutfeld's new show, and then you kind of made a joke about a big celebrity, and then that celebrity calls you.
Like beefing? I would probably hang up on him.
Just hang up on him.
Probably. Fuck off.
Just not deal with it.
I mean, if they come in, it depends on how out of pocket they come at me.
Yeah.
Like, I talked about celebrities on many shows, VH1, even like musicians, they'll come up to me and just laugh. They'll hear, I heard what you said on Best Week Ever, and just laugh about it and let it go.
Yeah.
It ain't coming out of a bad place, but.
Yeah. Here's the David Spade. It's 30 seconds. The infamous David Spade Eddie Murphy incident.
Look, children, it's a falling star. Make a wish. Yes, that's right.
See, that seems
You
personal.
make a Hollywood Minute omelet, you break some eggs.
And he goes, yeah, that's right.
Write the letters. You can't take the job. Hey, Eddie Murphy, now I have to say that he was really funny in Dr. Dolittle. Yeah, but did you see Holy Man? Holy crap!
Oh, they did a couple of things.
I guess you were wrong. Hey, don't say that. We're friends now. It's not what I heard.
That's like shots fired.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the character's supposed to be hateable, too. It just worked at the time. Well, we got we got Uwe Boll on Uwe. I apologize for getting your name wrong.
Make sure it's
Uwe or Uwe?
Uwe.
Huh?
It's Uwe.
Uwe, yes.
Uwe
Sorry,
Boll. How are you, buddy? It's been a while. You were on our show once in the past.
I know. So, no, it's good weather here in Vancouver. It's only 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm driving and picking up my, I opened a restaurant too, so I'm picking up my chef right now. We're driving to Breakfast TV, where he will cook in front of whatever.
What kind of restaurant is it? What kind of food do you serve and things of that nature?
He is actually the only Michelin star chef in BC, and he's from Berlin, Stefan Hartmann. He worked in LA and Las Vegas too, so and it's a very good chef actually.
Oh, sounds delicious. My mouth is watering now just thinking about it.
I know. And he has no clue. He's standing here right now. He has no clue that I'm talking with you.
Oh, I thought you said no clothes.
I
Did
know.
anyone else hear no clothes?
I was like, yeah, it's Pekka's hanging out.
You don't have time to play golf if you're opening up a new restaurant. What's wrong with you?
No, I know. I mean, everybody's talking about it, but I hate golf. I never actually played golf. More as like, I think I did 2 games of golf, and I hate it, and I cannot do it. So I will spend basically my time still making movies.
You ever play miniature golf?
What?
You ever play miniature golf? That's kind of fun. You just knock it into the fucking lighthouse and you go home and something.
I agree. I actually, when I was a kid, I always
agreed to that
with my parents, and it was so boring at the holidays that I played, I would say, every day 5 times mini golf, and I almost turned into a pro in mini golf.
Fucking home run. So what happened here now with the whole video and the postal and whatnot and the rampage and things of that nature with the Kickstarter?
You know, it's kind. I mean, there are 2 different aspects to it. The one is, I think Rampage is an extremely good movie, Rampage 1 and Rampage 2, but it points out at the same time also the absurdity we're living in. So, you know, like the failed politics. All the experts basically think in 80 years humans are extinct. You know, like, I mean, we fucked up the planet and we're going down the drain and we're completely ignoring it. And at the same time, the answers from Hollywood is from all that system. And I'm in that system to see, like, you know, what actors are really out there. They would do movies. They are politically active or whatever. And it's all a scam. You know, that so-called actors who act like they want to change the world, like George Clooney, Brad Pitt, Matt Damon, are basically, it's all not true. That is all bullshit. But they're all out there to make money, and to get richer and richer and richer. And they're all protected by that agent management, publicist, attorney system. And that came out in my video. You know, I didn't plan that video goes viral so big as it did, but now where it did, I don't care. That because everything what I say is basically, of course, it's a lot of F-bombs and whatever, but I don't care. You know, that's the way I talk, and at the same time, I think what I say there is true. It's not bullshit that we're living like Hollywood's the blockbuster campaigns. This is all one bullshit movie after the other.
Yep.
When we grew up, we had maybe Star Wars. That was the only movie, like the only absurd big fantasy movie, whatever, of the whole year. Now we have it every weekend. And the young kids from today, they all fall in the trap. They watch only that crap. Only shit like this makes money. Look at the Transformers movies. They are advertising clips for the industrial military complex. And that is nothing else. Like whatever you watch, Captain America, Iron Man, they're all coming across, and they're very clever. They hire actors to do it. They are more, where you think, like more political on the left side, like Robert Downey Jr., but they're very clever. They buy the more progressive, more intelligent actors to do their bullshit, and the actors, of course, do it because they're getting paid for it.
You know what it seems like to me? I think you're absolutely right. I think the whole thing's just a bunch of bull sugar, and they're all just doing it because they want to just get out there or something.
Absolutely, and that you know, and then things like, I mean, I said it about Jennifer Lopez, whatever, because I read a lot of.
She got a big fat fucking ass, though. That's a nice ass.
Yeah, so that is true. So
that is true.
That is true.
I think they are so full of shit, basically, and this is the thing what is pissing me off. You know, they would be sitting in a David Letterman show or Jimmy Kimmel, and they're acting like they are your buddy. They still live totally normal, and then they're getting out and have 15 bodyguards bringing them to their private jet. And that is the reality they're living in, and they're cheating the public. Like, the public still thinks all that people are so, like, basically grounded, you know. But it's not. They're not grounded. They're completely spaced away. And a lot of that superstars and everything, they're just like, they're playing a part for the public to be still with them.
them, but in reality, they're sitting only with the billionaires at charity dinners.
Right.
You know, the Bono and all that people. It's all a club. It's all like, as long you're rich, you're in it. And that is the reason they're grabbing more and more money. And if you think about the old Hollywood stuff, James Stewart, John Wayne, whatever, they made hundreds of movies, but they barely made in their lifetime more as 10, 20 million bucks. Today...
But that was a lot of money for them back then.
No, absolutely, but they were legends. You know, they were like basically the face of movies for 20 years. And today, like, you have like, whatever, every idiotic rapper makes 20 million a year, or even DJs making 20, 30 million a year. And it's completely absurd. And I think...
it is.
So
the world we're living in.
So who are you mad at?
White people.
Now, it seems like you're also mad at the movie-going fans for not supporting, like, movies like Rampage 3.
Absolutely. The thing is, like, look...
And they're stupid. They're stupid people for not realizing that Rampage 3 could be a terrific movie just as good as The Avengers.
So I think it's definitely a more important movie than The Avengers. And the thing is, like, in the second part, he said, like, we have to rip Washington apart. And that is basically the essence, what the message is of the second part. And, of course, I want to finish the trilogy with he rips Washington apart, you know? So, and I felt like I got so much positive feedback for Rampage 2 that I felt let down. I mean, the Kickstarter campaign, Rampage No Mercy, is still open. So if people want to put the last 20,000 in, I think it's 20,000 short right now. And if we have 2 days only left.
Well, the campaign is a...
Maybe we make the 50,000.
Oh, boy.
If people hear your show now, maybe they say, okay, now let's go. And everybody donates $20 and it's done. So, but the point is, even if not, it's kind of absurd that we have to struggle to get 50,000 for a movie what has, like, for example, illegal views on YouTube of like 850,000 for illegal looked at it. And, you know, that is frustrating as an independent user. What do you want to do? Today, everybody looks everything for free.
Right.
And Blockbuster is gone. Like a real
Blockbuster.
DVD
It's been
where
a
you
decade.
could make some money with.
Sir, I hear you loud and clear, but why don't you fund your own movie? It seems like you do well as a filmmaker. Why don't you say, fuck the system, fuck these people that aren't supporting my campaign, I'm gonna fund the whole thing myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look, that movie cost $1 million. That cost not 50,000, and I paid the rest.
Oh.
I mean, that is what the people totally got wrong when they said, like, Uwe, you have enough money. I'm not super rich, right? So I cannot just throw $1 million out of the window. But that campaign, the idea with the campaign was to get the fans involved and to get even offer fans even like credits on the movie, coming in and being extras in the movie. So that was the idea also to involve the fans in it. But at the same time, I put my money where my mouth is because I don't play golf, and always in the last few years I did an Auschwitz movie what actually shows people getting killed in Auschwitz, like that was kind of a meat plant for humans. I did a Darfur movie when the genocide in Darfur happened, and I pointed it out that we have to stop the genocide. And that is all. I did that all with my movie, and I lost a lot of money on that movie. And I will do it also with Rampage 3, but I felt like, is it so hard to co-finance it with Kickstarter with 10%? You know? So everybody who knows me knows that I want to make movies since I'm 10 years old, and that is my hobby and my life. And I'm actually... like use my own money the whole time. I mean, you know, that is the thing. That is also disappointing for me that they're all that riding on, he only wants to, whatever. He says he has enough money, he can play only golf.
Okay, Uwe, let me ask you, how can people help you? Like, can we our show is ending, so we want to make sure we get a good plug out for you before we let you go. How can people help you if they want to get you the money, or do you want to just put some more awareness on your Kickstarter? Do you have a campaign going now?
Yeah, we have 2 more days for the Kickstarter. If you go on Kickstarter and you put in Rampage 3 or Rampage No Mercy, it's 2 more days where people can say, okay, let's make the movie, right? So, and where they can donate, and I think we have $30,000. We need 50,000. So if a few people come or a lot of people come and do $20, $40, $50, we still can do it in the next 48 hours, and it would be basically your show making it happen right now, because I did no other interviews now after that video.
Yeah, the viral video. You were very scary in that viral video.
Really? You came off real Nazi-like.
Yeah, no kidding. You scared a lot of people. You're a lot calmer on the phone while you're trying to open up a restaurant.
You took some of that Auschwitz movie home with you.
Yeah. The fuck you all video really scared a lot of people.
That was my audition tape to replace Christoph Waltz if they need another night.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Hey, wait, when you didn't get the money, when you put it out there and you didn't get the money, did that hurt you at all? Like, wow, man, people aren't interested in what I'm doing?
Say it again. I don't
when you put the campaign up and the money didn't come in, did it hurt you at all because you felt like people weren't interested?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then that is the thing, you get a lot of people. I got even approached by Kickstarter, and they said, do the campaign, we will push it and we will help it. And then when I actually did it, they totally didn't help at all. And I talked to Kickstarter and said, like, you said you pushed the campaign, especially Kickstarter just started in Germany also. And they said, me as a German filmmaker, they will give it a little, like, push, like a press release or whatever. But then they actually did nothing, and it was all on me again to promote the Kickstarter campaign. And I really did that in the last few weeks. I gave a lot of, interviews, but to who? Like, to a lot of the horror websites, and because they still know me from House of the Dead and the video game-based movies I did. But it's like, these are not the right websites also for a movie like this. Rampage is a political thriller, and it has a lot of things, and from the prison system to the whole politics about drugs. All that is in Rampage too, and that is why I'm in it. I think it's a very, very important movie where, in an absurd way, a psycho killer like Bill Williams in the movie, that he is basically saying the truth, and that is, I think, the great thing in the movie. It's not a hero who points out that we go down the drain. It's the bad guy who is dead on when it comes to the political landscape we're living in.
All right, let's see what kind of clout we got. Go back to the funding page. It was at 29,969. Drum roll.
Well, we just started.
Drum roll. Let's see what we do for the man. And
it takes a while to update.
Oh boy.
They don't update right away.
That's still a lot of money, man. $29,000 is a lot of fucking money.
We didn't move the needle, though.
Well, we got to give it till the end of the day.
Just fucking around, Jimmy.
Okay. Well, yeah, give it till the end of the
fucking
day.
around.
Let's see what happens.
We'll see what happens. You never know, right?
So you two should be executive producers on the movie and come up here and play.
That means I want your money.
And you do a whole show about it.
I've been tricked into that. You're going to be the executive producer. Oh, where's your checkbook?
If I'm one of the first people who shot in the movie, can I pay $10 for that or something?
No, you have to let the Sirius Radio pay it.
Oh, no, you're right. No, you're right.
They have to pay it for you and fly you to Vancouver to do a show.
Right. All right, brother. Well, good
Rampage
luck with this. You got our attention with the Fuck You All video on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I think you're going to do all right in the end.
Okay. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Good luck, man.
Good luck with it.
Okay. Thanks. Bye.
All right, buddy.
All
Take
right,
care.
we'll talk to you soon.
All right, Uwe.
All right.
He's passionate. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I like that he says what he wants to say, and he speaks his mind. Good for
Sure.
him.
He's not happy with Hollywood and not happy with the movie-going public picking the easy movies to go see.
I mean, you might want to pull
The
back
easy
on
blockbusters.
that German accent, though, if you're so mad with Hollywood. People are going to mix that message up.
You think? That might be the problem?
A little bit.
A little too German?
A little bit.
You can have a little taste of German, but not too much.
Not too much. Just a dash.
Not out there, anyway. Get rid of that accent.
Nobody's going to listen to you if you sound like the Third Reich.
Yes. Well, I think we did it for today. I'm looking at the sheet. I think we hit
Is that
everything
it?
we wanted
Yes.
to.
Oh, shit, it's only 10:30.
I know. I think we did it.
I
Dave
think so,
Grohl
too.
confirms the second season of Sonic Highways. Travis,
HBO?
do we know what the second season is going to be about? Is it just going to pick more cities, or is he going to mix it up or change it up a little bit?
Yeah, I think it's just going to be more cities, but he said it could be national, international. They haven't decided yet.
That's alleged.
They got to go international.
No, it's confirmed ship.
Dope.
They'll go international. They did most of the cities in the States.
Yeah, I got to get it
Do
out
a
the
little
country.
London action.
Why not?
Why not?
Little Amsterdam, Rotterdam, then Hague, Groningen, Tilburg, Harlem, two ways.
Havana.
I was a big fan of that series, Sonic Highway, so I'm glad they're doing a second season. Sherrod, thank you so much.
Thank you, Ope.
We got comics in Foxwoods.
Yes, comics. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, June 11th, 12th, 13th. Comics, get your tickets. We're doing about 4 or 5 shows. Get your tickets. Come through. It's going to be a butter weekend.
This is how someone like Sherrod Small gets paid. So please, if you enjoy him on the radio show, go and buy a ticket.
Yes.
All right, help the cause. Also, Race Wars, the podcast, available on let me slow down a little bit. Available on iTunes and SoundCloud.
Yes, we got
People love the Race Wars podcast, and we give you a little taste on this channel from time to time.
That's right. And Ann Coulter's going to be on tomorrow, so make sure you catch that on Daily Motion and iTunes. Yeah.
You got it on Daily Motion?
Yeah,
too?
we do it. We show it live at 5 o'clock
on Daily Motion.
On Daily Motion.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, man, we blowing up.
I didn't know you had a video element.
We got a video element.
Good for you. And Jimmy's got a few things going on.
Starting tonight with me and Colin are doing the interview and the book signing. Or he's signing. It's East 17th Street, 7 p.m. Borders. It's a big bookstore, and it's a great place. And,
I might come down there.
You should, man. I'm really happy for Colin, and the book is fucking hilarious. So come down tonight. It's between Park and Broadway. So easy to get to in Union Square, and you can just come and ridicule Colin and watch him try to be proud of his project. But he's just so bad at promoting himself. I just wrote it. I mean, I just fucking whatever. Just write what happens, and I'm fucking dying here. I need money. But yeah, go check out see us tonight.
And you're interviewing him, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be more of a ridicule slash, just insult each other fest.
I'm
sure.
definitely coming to that.
That'll be fun.
But I didn't really what I've read of it because I didn't we didn't get the book in time. He ridiculed me on my first book because I didn't get him the book in time. And then what does he do? His shitty people send me the book 3 days before. Hey, buddy, I got things to do. What do you think? I got 3 days to fucking get into a upstate bed and breakfast to just read your book?
What a nice celestial tea curled up by fire.
Week. I need a week to read this book. But it's really funny. And
it's great.
Check me out July 10 and 11 in the Borgata. I got New Mexico coming up, Seattle, New York City, Minneapolis, Detroit, Washington, D.C., Charlotte, North Carolina. It's called The Kid Needs a New Place Tour.
All right.
So, that's a good fart. So go to my website. And hopefully, it's a new act, by the way. It's a new hour of material.
Excellent.
It is not the same stuff you saw in the special.
Right.
New farts.
Thanks to David Spade. He was terrific today. Go check out Joe Dirt 2, Beautiful Loser, premiering on Crackle on July 16th. And then who else? Oh, yeah, Ian Halperin was great today, too. It's been a while. His new book is called Whitney and Bobby Christina, The Deadly Price of Fame.
And Fred Wolf. Big shout to Fred Wolf, who was in the hall, was with...
Big writer, right?
Yeah.
I got a wolf.
Yeah. He works with Sandler and everything.
Oh, he works with Sandler, too?
Yeah.
So what has he been responsible for over the years?
Grown Ups movie, worked on that.
Yeah.
And a bunch of shit. I think every fucking movie that he did.
Nice. Kenny.
What do you got?
I just want to compliment you during that last phone interview.
Why?
Your psycho killer tagline. Oh, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
You know the Talking Heads?
Well, yeah.
How do you know the Talking Heads?
I know that line.
Oh.
Because you thought it was about him for a long time.
Play a little Psycho Killer as we leave. Fuck it. Just throw it on.
How does that smell coming out of that little body, Jimmy?
He's pushing out fear.
Vegetables.
Oh, that's that green juice.
That's a beet kale gasser.
Oh.
Wraps around that log and squeezes all the air out of it. Up, Sammy.
Fred Wolf's writing credits. What the hell? You got both grown-ups. You got Without a Paddle. Dick Roberts, former child star. Joe Dirt, Dirty Work. Saturday Night Live from 92 to 96.
Dirty Work was
Tommy
great.
Boy. The Chevy Chase Show. Okay, well.
Well, they can all be winners.
And he also did the Pat Sajak Show.
That was back in the day.
Well, that was him starting up. Starting out.
Yeah.
You got Talking Heads, Psycho Killer. All right, we're going to leave you with this today. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Sherrod, thank you so much.
Thanks,
We'll see you soon.
Name's Wolfie.
Fun!